Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast where we can imagine that everyone who's stuck in the house is going as crazy as Kenny Omega with a pile of toilet paper. It's lost to the mid-card. Here we are, kind of in the middle of nowhere, with a lot of things shut down and more things getting shut down by the day. Sports is non-existent except for Impact. Hey, who would have thought? Thank God for Impact for taping 2 months ahead of time, right? So we are going to probably discuss anything interesting happens on Impact, which, that might be few and far in between. Talk about the latest with everything, WrestleMania and all that fun stuff. And we will fill out our brackets that we set up last week, our 64-man and woman bracket to determine the best pro wrestler today. But first, thank you to SpiderDuck.net for being our host, enabling us to be on iTunes, Spotify, and any of your favorite podcasting apps. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button after you search for Lost in the Midcard. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way, typically every Wednesday. You can also find us on the YouTube. Links to everything there, Facebook.com/Lost in the Midcard, or you can go to Twitter at LITMC Podcast, where we also share a lot of great tweets from the wrestling world. And you can also follow us on Instagram. We are now on the gram. You can follow us there, LITMC_podcast for that. I'm your host, Jeremy Bennett. You can find me on the Twitter at JBHuskers. As always, my co-host, he is on that Twitter at Raw Showtime, is Mr. Matt Black. Matt, how you doing?
I'm alive, my friend.
Yes.
And at this point in the time of the world, I guess we should just be grateful that we are.
Yeah. Guy from the CDC says it's the worst is coming, so great. Go stock up on that toilet paper now. No, don't do that. That's stupid.
Just don't freaking tell people to do that.
Hi, Tennille.
There's already enough idiots out there doing that shit.
I wish Tennille would have signed with AEW. On the Twitter.
Yeah. What can you do?
No one like D. Darryl Bullock. Darryl, how you doing?
What up, son?
I'm watching Tennille.
I bet you are.
How you doing?
I'm alright, man.
Yeah, where's she been? She hadn't been around for a while, has she? She been hurt or something?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, now we got... Oh. Yeah, next Tuesday. Impact's not on till 10 Eastern next week. And we're showing something from... Oh, yeah, there's LAX. The original LAX. Homicide and who was the other dude? Hernandez, wasn't it?
Hernandez.
Well, Homicide, he's still kind of going a little bit. Well, I think he's hurt now, but he was in NWA most recently. So, being the Elite, Quarantine is the name of the episode. What'd you think of Kenny Omega's lullaby to the toilet paper?
Crazy.
I thought that was hilarious that he snuck out of the bathroom. I didn't even know he was there. And then Matt's pooping. Come on, Matt. You always check. I'm not talking to Matt Black. I'm talking to Matt Jackson here. Matt, you always check for toilet paper before you go poop. Come on.
Sure do.
Come on. I mean, I could be talking to Matt Black, too. I don't know. Matt, always check for toilet paper before you go.
It's just a rule of thumb, sir.
That Kenny Omega thing was like also awkwardly long. The lullaby, it just didn't seem to end. Taking a look at the airport, holy crap, it's empty. I don't know. Does Jacksonville have a big airport, or is that Orlando? Probably. I'd assume.
I'm not sure
Nah,
what airport it was.
Far from each other.
Yeah, Jacksonville's way up in that panhandle. Yeah. Matt showing off Daly's place with all the seats tarped off, and the how about those perfectly placed social distancing chairs in the crowd? Hey, Dynamite was great, wasn't it?
It was. I can't complain about it. I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Raw or SmackDown.
We're gonna get into that in a little bit, but yeah, that was pretty damn good. I would say they definitely. I. It sounds like I mean, it's gonna be business as usual for AEW, right? Just no blood and guts.
Yeah, they postponed Blood and Guts.
Yeah, I know that, but they haven't shut them down yet, so they're still gonna go live from Daly's place for the foreseeable future, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's LAX facing here? That's Bully, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Team 3D, Dudley Boys, whatever you want to call them.
Oh, I forgot Devon was in Impact for a time, huh?
Yeah, they were both. They were down there as a tag. They came in as the tag team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still remember that Bully Ray feud with Hogan, where he's with Brooke. Oh, jeez. Kenny trying to give an update on his hand, but he keeps getting interrupted. This whole thing with Cole Cabana, I find it funny. It's like a Looney Tunes cartoon, especially when he was chasing him with the trash can. That was pretty ridiculous and funny at the same time, don't you think? That was about it. A quick little promo from Broken. Can we call him Broken, Matt Hardy? Can we?
That's what he is.
Are we allowed?
That's what he is. He broke it.
Wonderful. What did you guys think of the end there? Matt and Hangman maybe gonna patch things up?
The world may never know.
Well, the world will know.
Next Monday, the world will know. I just can't believe.
I think we could know as early as Wednesday night.
It's true.
It's true. That was some expensive drinking there, or Hangman just drank a lot, but $300 tab, damn.
For one person, yeah.
That ain't water. What'd you guys think of WrestleMania 30 on the ESPN on Sunday? What'd you guys think of that?
I didn't watch it.
Didn't watch it. What'd you think of the idea of showing it?
I mean, it was a great idea considering the fact there's nothing else to watch. Like ESPN needs content. I'm sorry, and then WWE can't advertise for the casual fans or just the fans who don't watch wrestling to, subscribe to the network so they can watch WrestleMania.
Yeah, but I also worry this is going to. I'm worried that this is the beginning of WWE trying to form a relationship with ESPN Plus.
Oh God!
To move their pay-per-views over there, so I was kind of hoping that the ratings. I was kind of hoping that the ratings didn't do well, and they only got like 800 something thousand. But I mean, for a show that's 5 years old on a random Sunday night, it's probably pretty good. But yeah, my main worry is like why is because they're already with Fox on SmackDown. They're already with NBC on Mondays with Raw. Now you're trying to go in with ABC and ESPN. I don't know. Like something about this seems a little off.
Well, you gotta look at it too. It's nothing else on. Like, imagine what the ratings would be if we actually had. Because think about it. What was
other
supposed
things
to go
to
on
watch.
Right. Think about
it.
it.
But if there were other things to watch, WrestleMania 30 would have never been on ESPN Sunday night to begin with.
No.
That's my point. Because right now we're supposed to be watching the Sweet 16. Right now we're supposed to be watching the NBA push for the playoffs. You know what I mean? So, and then baseball should be starting very, very soon. So I mean, at the end of the day, I get what you're saying, but they have to be smarter about that shit because you were watching, but people were watching because there was nothing else to watch.
Yeah, it did 839,000. That was the biggest number of the day for ESPN. So that shows you how many people are watching ESPN right on a Sunday. So
yeah, nobody wants to see. I mean, the only reason people have been watching, honestly, it's for NFL free agency. That's it.
Yeah, that kind of saved their ass. Saved Sports Talk's ass for as well. You know,
pretty much.
Who are these?
Tom Brady says you're welcome.
Yeah,
pretty damn much.
Who are these yahoos on Impact?
Tom Brady being in free agency saved, all sports talk shows for like a good week and a half.
Oh yeah.
So look, and I'll be the first to say, if Tom Brady takes the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the freaking Super Bowl and wins it, good for him.
Well, at least he's got weapons now.
Because to me, honestly, as long as it ain't the fucking Patriots, I'm okay with it.
How great would it be? How great would it be?
Not even gonna lie.
How great would it be if they had a season like Golden State had this year? They go 2.
I want to see the Pats have a terrible record.
2-14 would be glorious.
I don't think it's going to be that bad, but I would love to see them miss the playoffs.
Sounds like
that's for damn sure.
It sounds like they are confident in Stidham, I guess.
They can say a lot of things.
I don't think they win the division this year. Think about it. The Bills are loading up, man.
You think they go? No, I mean I'm talking about their quarterback. I think they're considered on. They're sticking with Stidham. I mean, they could go after Cam, but I mean, do you really?
Cam.
How cheap is he going to be?
But think about this though. In actual, everybody's wondering how's Brady going to do without Belichick? How's Belichick going to do without Brady? Here's the biggest question that nobody is asking: what does Josh McDaniels do without Brady?
Be the as good as he was a head coach.
Yeah, in Denver. It's Tebow time, remember?
Yeah. There's a reason why he came crawling back to Old Billy.
Well, I think that's slightly because he knows when Bill's gone, they probably Kraft probably said, "You get the keys."
How crazy of a world would we live in where Tom Brady is quarterbacking Tampa Bay? Now that in itself is not that crazy. I mean, you had Joe Montana playing for the Chiefs. You had, I think,
Peyton Manning in Denver.
Yeah, you had fucking.
I still think it's pretty fucking crazy.
But you've got
for as long as he played in New England, I think this is surprising.
Yeah, but the funny thing is his offensive coordinator is Byron Leftwich.
Oh my God!
Who's not that much older.
Washington DC's own Byron Leftwich.
And Leftwich has been doing pretty good as an offensive coordinator. So if
he just had blind ass Jameis.
Yeah, that 30 interceptions and he's still touted as a coach on the rise. So
where do you like this really shows how little is going on in wrestling right now. We could talk about the NFL, and I mean I don't even mind it. But where do you think Cam ends up? Do you think he starts somewhere?
I thought the obvious
he's
was
going to be a backup for somebody.
I think he's starting, but we're not going to find out where he's going to play until this coronavirus shit pans out.
I'll tell you what, I think New England. I think New England sticks with Stidham. So I think Cam goes to a shit team like Washington or Cincinnati. To be honest,
Cam's not going to Washington. They just traded for Kyle Allen today.
Oh, that's right. To be the starter though. I mean, Kyle Allen had one good game and then sucked ass. So
I mean,
it's not out of the realm to have have Cam there too.
But you trading draft picks for Kyle Allen? Yeah, you got to. He's on the roster regardless.
Well, he's on the roster, yeah, but is he going to start? I don't know. We've talked NFL quite a bit before, but here's the funny thing about Byron Leftwich. He's younger than Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm. I remember when Byron Leftwich when he went to H.D. Woodson when he was here.
Yeah, I remember him in college.
I think Cam, if any place.
Cam. Shout out to Dion if he's listening.
I can see Cam either in Miami, Jacksonville, or L.A. with the Chargers.
Because Miami's rolling with old bearded one till he retires probably.
Fitzmagic.
That guy's still effective though.
But they got a high draft pick, so I wouldn't be surprised if they go after Tua.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Miami. Yeah. Well, Tua. Yeah. I think Tua won't start the season if Miami drafts him, but as soon as Fitzpatrick starts to shit the bed and he'll get in there.
Shitting.
Dynamite this week was
Dynamite.
It was
I was
exactly.
so about to say that.
It was Dynamite, as Jimmy Walker would say. No crowd.
It was a great episode, man.
Great. It was a great idea to put the wrestlers in the crowd because it actually kind of created some stuff like it did with Colt Cabana and Kip Sabian. The betting ring between Shawn Spears and MJF was hilarious.
I was laughing more at Shawn Spears sitting there eating his meal from catering while watching the matches.
He had a beer too, dude.
Yes.
He had a beer.
MJF had wine.
Yeah.
They were having a good time.
Yeah, that was great.
Wouldn't you think of, fellas, answer me this question. If you was in the same situation, wouldn't you be out in the crowd too watching your counterparts wrestle?
Yeah, it made it better, and WWE needs to do that. But they're not going to. Obviously, we saw Raw.
MJF was killing me, had me dying laughing during the women's tag match.
Do you think WrestleMania will be taped?
No.
Yes.
You think so?
I hope
they're taping it this week.
Are you serious?
Another tape.
I've heard that WrestleMania will be taped on Wednesday and Thursday night of this week.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
crap!
I hear they are taping all the way through the night after WrestleMania. We saw the last live WWE programming for the foreseeable future Monday evening.
I'm pissed because I get why you moving the takeover matches to live TV. I get it, but most people want to watch WrestleMania. People enjoy WrestleMania weekend because they look forward to takeover.
Yeah, I thought they should have put some of those in.
You ain't getting takeover.
No, but I think they should have put some of those matches in WrestleMania card.
I think so as well.
I don't think so because we don't need this weekend being any longer than it's already going to be.
Well, I meant as part of the 2-night shit show.
Yeah, and I already fear like both nights are going to be like 4-hour shows.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
So you could fit NXT.
You don't need. No, you can't because Vince isn't going to get rid of any of his matches that he wants to make room for NXT. So they would just be more, and the nights would be longer than freaking they need to be.
How the hell is he going to fill 4 hours each night?
It's Vince. He'll figure out a way.
He'll figure it out. He'll bring somebody in to sing a little lullaby, some shit.
He'll replay WrestleMania 1.
Yeah, in my opinion, I think you should at least have taken Ciampa and Gargano, and you should have took Dream and Cole and added one match to a Saturday night and one match to Sunday night.
Put the women's ladder match in there too while you're at it.
Or might as well shit. They should at least took 1 to 3 matches and added it to those 2 nights, because now you're adding matches that people are just not gonna give a shit about.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like Aleister Black, Bobby Lashley. Wow.
That was so pieced together. I mean, I don't mind seeing Bobby Lashley catch a Black.
They wanted to put Black on the card because he was.
I get it.
Because it came down to either him or Drew. To be the one that was going to face Lesnar. Yeah. So, like when the consolation prize for Black, like they just didn't want to leave him off the show altogether.
Once I heard that Black was considered to win the Rumble, I was like, oh man, how great would it have been if he just went off on Lesnar with like 8 consecutive fade to blacks.
Could have been really cool.
Yeah, but Drew is still. I picked him because I believed that he would be a good.
I'm not hating. I'm not hating on Drew.
Either way, we would have been good.
Yeah.
Either way, we'd have been totally fine, man. I mean, at the end of the day, like I just pray and hope.
Oh my God. Fucking
Rhino's still wrestling?
Sabu's old ass is wrestling right now.
Oh my God.
It's your favorite.
How the hell is that guy how can he even walk? I'm amazed that he can still walk. Well,
I just want WrestleMania to at least give me a third of the excitement that it would be if it was actually live.
I'm annoyed that it's taped because it's going to be overly edited.
I'm not telling anybody that unless you listen to the podcast, I'm not telling any of my friends that don't listen to the podcast that it's taped.
They don't have to know.
Yeah, no, I'm not, because it just takes away from it. When you just told me that, it just took away from it for me.
Yeah. But it's going to be obvious that it's taped.
Because the sad part is some jabroni, prayerfully, some jabroni doesn't leak out the results.
Oh, you know somebody's going to.
And I don't want to see no parts of it.
Well, the problem is, the results are going to get out there. It comes down to whether you want to read them or not. No one's making you read the spoilers.
Yeah,
we're not gonna.
It's not like we're not going to cover them here.
No, I'm not going to read them.
We're not going to cover them here on the show or anything. So
that's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is that random moment where you just want to sit there, pick your phone, and say, "Hey, let me look at social media," and the shit just pops up. That's my fear.
Well, that could happen.
Yeah, that's my fear. You know what I mean? So it's just like, okay, I pull up. Let me see what's going on in the world. Oh, okay. Such and such beat such and such. Fuck. What the fuck was the purpose?
Yeah.
If anything, they should have taped that shit next week.
Yeah, but dude, they're just trying to get out in front of it. Look, you wait till April 4th or April 5th, there's a chance you might not be able to record, period.
Yeah, you get shut down.
True.
And then we don't have a show at all.
Yeah,
so I mean, I know I see what they're trying. I see why they're doing it. And I respect the hell out of them for freaking doing it. So
if I were Vince or Triple H, I'd be like, yo, if any leaks come out, I will fire all your asses.
Honestly, here's my suggestion, and they can take it or leave it, because we freaking know over the years that they've used some stuff from our show. Mm-hmm. They've got people that listen. Like, I don't know how many. Look, we had a guest on this show in the past that now works for the company.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, hey Cornell, how you doing, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Cornell, I don't know you, but let me know, and I'll be sitting in Florida waiting on somebody to put out leaks and stuff like that. I'll be ready.
But here's the thing. Here's the bulletproof way that they don't have to worry about it. You tape 2 finishes to every match.
That's smart.
Every single match you tape 2 fucking finishes. So at that point, no one really knows what and if they decide like 48 hours before the show and Vince has a senior citizen moment where he wants to change his mind on a match result, he's got both of them already in the can.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
So like, and literally in a show with no crowd, you can literally tape every single match with 2 finishes, and at that point, no one could really be certain who's going to win. We're all going to be surprised because we know for a fact that that's what they did.
Yeah, I hope they do it that way. I hope they do it that way.
I think that would be their best course of action. To be perfectly honest,
you got the time to do it.
That's true.
So,
by the way, this match is horrible.
Yeah. Dynamite this week. Cody kicks off with a promo in the ring. Probably one of the best talkers in pro wrestling right now. Kenny and Matt join him, and Hangman kind of comes out, says, "Hey, what's up?"
Cheers.
Talking about the unique show, but hey, we still got pyro, we still got lights, so everything but the crowd is here. With Jim Ross, Excalibur, and Taz on commentary. Shivani is there. He's doing interviews. So we kick things off with an interview. Tony interviewing MJF, who is not going to wrestle. He's going to sit back and rest his undefeated body and let everybody else kill themselves. And Shawn Spears was there, and Shivani goes, "Are you guys betting on matches?" And MJF goes, "How dare you! You want to get on this action?" That was good. Oh, man.
Such good shit.
Yeah. Brandi Rhodes is your ring announcer. She's done that before. She learned from
Did you see the line on her nameplate?
Oh, I forget.
What did it say?
Insisted she would never ever do this again.
Oh.
I didn't catch that.
That's awesome.
There were a lot of great nameplates on that episode if you were paying attention.
Hand wash page.
Yeah, I saw the hand wash page. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but the line above, in the same spot where Brandy's was, it said social distancing since November.
Yeah.
And it's just this is funny shit. Like if you're paying attention, you get to catch that stuff, and it's just
gotta make the best of it.
Yeah, dude, it's good stuff, man.
I need to now rewatch and stop at every nameplate.
I just like the fact that I think the biggest thing for me is you had they had their peers watching the match as an audience, and nobody said that they couldn't do that.
WWE probably should have done that, but they could have.
I'm just happy WWE finally. It took them 2 shows, but they finally changed the camera angles to copy what AEW is doing.
Yeah.
So.
What do you mean?
We don't need to see. We don't.
Oh.
They on Raw. They shot from the same viewpoint that Impact's shooting right now. They shoot the stage.
Yep.
And that's what AEW did on Wednesday. They shoot the stage. That's what Ring of Honor does. They shoot the stage. And why does Impact and Ring of Honor do that? Because of their lack of fans in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and that's not by choice. That's just.
Yeah, but it's
by choice of the fans.
But it's very, very smart because when you
do right now.
Yeah, when Cody did his promo, they shot the stage.
Man, I love that Cody promo.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
My God, I love that Cody promo.
He's been doing some good shit on the mic all year. And
I just love Cody. I'm sorry. He could do no wrong in
Nothing to apologize for, sir.
Yeah, he does no wrong in my book.
I'm curious on how they're going to book it eventually to get him back into the title picture, which it's going to happen eventually.
Are we doing?
Even if they do, there's no rush to do it either.
Oh no, I mean, shit. You got Moxley's going to hold it for a while. MJF will probably get it eventually. That's probably when MJF gets it. I don't know if MJF's going to go for Moxley right away, but I think MJF's gonna beat Moxley somewhere down the road, 3-4 months. And then I think that's when maybe we figure out what they're going to do, how they'll book Cody. Eventually, I mean, they have it out. I mean, Cody did.
If I had to guess the next 3 AEW World Champions, they would be in order: Kenny Omega, Page, MJF.
Okay.
I have that, but in a different order. I have MJF, Omega, Page.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I
don't see MJF beating Moxley.
I would flip it just because I think Omega's gonna be the one that turns heel, but maybe
my whole thing is like Moxley hasn't been beaten yet. And I mean, I know MJF hasn't either, but they're not. Even though they both haven't been defeated, they're not booked the same way.
Yeah. Does Moxley have?
I have a hard time believing that MJF would be the guy to get the first, pinfall victory off of Moxley.
Yeah. Does Moxley have one loss, or is it a no contest or a tie or whatever? I can't remember what it was. Was it a tag loss or was it a?
It's a tag loss.
When he was with Pac.
He has not lost a singles match. Yeah, it was when he was tagging with Pac.
So the show kicks off. Like I said, Brandi Rhodes is the ring announcer. Of course, she learned from Justin Roberts in WWE. And best friends come out, take on the Lucha Brothers. They've been feuding a little bit lately. Orange Cassidy joins commentary. JR calls him a soundbite machine. They give us about 14 minutes of some good action there with the Lucha Brothers getting the win. And Shivani interviews the best friends afterwards, and Chuck Taylor says that, his partner got kicked in the dick. Yeah, he said it. And he wants a fight, so now we're going to get a parking lot brawl. Is that still on for tomorrow?
I don't know. I don't know if any of the matches that were originally scheduled for tomorrow are actually going to happen.
Is the only thing we know right now Cody and Havoc? Is that the only?
And Omega's defending Omega's defending the Triple H championship against Sammy Guevara.
Oh, they're doing that on Dynamite.
Yeah.
I saw that he was defending it, I didn't know
we
they
have
don't we
have like 2 darks tonight or something?
It's an extra long dark.
They're calling it a double edition of AEW Dark tonight
because they're bringing
because
in.
I think they recorded a bunch of matches before and after last week. I think probably to get some stuff in the can. And now that they know they're going to be able to record this week, they just threw it all out there tonight.
Well,
which I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to watching after we get done recording.
They
here
also included a lot of independent wrestlers to give them a paycheck.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah, very cool of Tony Khan to do that. There's a lot of indie wrestlers that aren't with the company that you'll see on Dark, and Khan kind of did that just for the sole purpose to.
Yeah, the guy that's usually in Sammy Guevara's vlog actually got a match against Hager.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't watched his vlog.
I'm sure Hager crushed him.
Yo, Sammy Guevara's vlog, if folks, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm behind on it. I always love the running gag of Marco Stunt stealing his camera.
Yeah, like I've highly enjoyed it. I've been watching it for the past couple of weeks. It's very, very good.
Yeah, I
haven't seen it.
I'm about a month behind, but yeah, that it is a good YouTube series for sure. Then we got a fatal 4-way with Penelope Ford, Riho, Chris Statlander, and Hikaru Shida. With Shida getting the win there. Shida's been on a roll lately, so probably looking at a collision course of Nyla Rose and Hikaru Shida somewhere down the line. After the match, Colt Cabana was interviewed by Tony Schiavone, and he got into it a little bit with Kip Sabian. So obviously that's going to set forward a match in the future, which is why having people in the crowd was kind of a good thing. You can kind of easily set up things with doing that. Jon Moxley was given the night off, but he had a pre-tape segment with during the day in the parking lot with Schiavone, saying he's not medically cleared to enter the arena. Basically, just gave him the week off probably, and so he decided to drive in his insanely expensive car and let off some steam. But he warns the inner circle that he'll be lurking around the corner, and when Blood and Guts happens, he will not miss that party. Speaking of parties, how about the super kick party that Moxley laid on his wife, Renee Young?
Dude, that video was fucking hilarious.
I was crying, dude.
She sold that super kick so well that Moxley had to check on her.
It was so damn funny.
But he had to check.
It was so damn funny.
She sold it so well he had to check on her before he stole the toilet paper.
Gotta love it.
And on top of that, I love how she nominated 3 people to do that same toilet paper challenge. It's supposed to be with a hockey stick. And she nominated Beth Phoenix and somebody else, and then Brody Lee. I love how she nominates Brody Lee for this. And I hope he does it. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do it.
Probably not. Jungle Express took on the Butcher and the Blade. Jungle Express having a pretty good start to 2020 as they get the win here. So considering they lost almost every match in 2019, they're off to a great start in 2020. The Dark Order comes out. And how great was this debut of Brody Lee, guys? The vignette and the attack after. Even without a crowd to get a big pop, I think this was a tremendous debut.
Awesome.
It was great. And they kept the swerve going to the very end because the little jacket that he was decked out in was very broken Matt Hardy-esque.
Yeah.
So they were keeping that ploy going to the very last possible moment.
I could kind of tell by the body.
You could still believe that it was that it might have been Matt Hardy.
Yeah, I could tell right away though the body it was Brody Lee. And then kind of see a little bit of the beard popping out. I was like, yeah. Because of course Daniel's claiming there's no such thing as an Exalted One. That's when the great 2-minute video played. I love the line that Brody had in the vignette that that Daniels is not the only out of touch old man that didn't believe in him.
What the fuck did you say, pal?
That's some good shit, pal.
I wonder who the fuck he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's been Kevin Dunn, that son of a bitch.
Oh my God, I sent it to you guys earlier in the week. There was something else that Vince said recently that was good shit. Oh.
Matt,
the laugh.
The laugh. The laugh that when they went back and forth laughing nonstop. Yeah.
It was annoying, to be perfectly honest, because it was overdone to hell and back. And of course, that was something that Vince found funny. Well, I guess we should not be surprised.
No.
Did you hear what he said after after he watched the deletion match between Hardy and Wyatt?
No.
What did he say?
He apparently they watched it in a production meeting before the show that night, and everybody gave it like a standing ovation. And Vince was just sitting there and he didn't get it, and he told somebody, he's like, I don't get it. If this gets over, I guess I'm more out of touch than I thought.
Well,
and
yet he's still.
This was Matt talked about it on Talk Is Jericho last week. Highly recommended.
Yeah, I listened to that last week.
If you're a Matt Hardy fan, it's like absolutely must listen program, and it was an excellent listen.
And Su Young's getting the shit beat out of her by some crazy looking dude. Who the hell is that? It's like Su Young's getting beat up with a baseball bat and a crowbar at the same time.
I don't know. I just see her about to stab somebody.
Oh,
yeah, me too.
Yep,
and now she's being choked out by Jessica Havoc with a noose.
Yeah, she was choking out Havoc with the noose earlier.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention until you said anything. Now I'm looking over. Yeah. So this is probably them writing her off.
Father James Mitchell.
Because her contract's up.
Yeah.
So
AEW.
If they bring her in, I hope they bring her in without the stupid paint and shit.
Hangman Page is like, this is gimmick infringement. Tony Schiavone interviews Jake Roberts with Lance Archer at ringside, and again, so good to see Jake Roberts cutting promos again. So good. So yeah, the whole Cody thing. Cody's gonna be tied up for a while with Jake and Lance. So yeah, there's definitely no future title thing for that. So that's where I could see MJF possibly not winning it right away. I mean, they haven't really tipped their hand about who's going to really challenge Moxley. I'm assuming Jericho probably is getting a rematch, but
yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a return match between the two of those. I mean, like they don't have to rush right into the next program if they don't want to.
And I know, and AEW knows that overdoing it with rematches after every title change, they're not going to do it because they know that WWE did it and it sucked. But then WWE got away from it. Then they forgot that they got away with it from it. It's like, yeah, AEW at least will be smart enough to sprinkle in automatic rematches when they're deemed worthy enough. But I think they're going to be smart enough to not make it on every single fucking title change. I mean, SCU did SCU get a rematch? They never did, out. Did they get?
They did, like 2 or 3 weeks later. They got a rematch.
Did they? I didn't know if they had to qualify to get that rematch. I couldn't remember. I'm getting old.
I don't think they had to qualify.
Did you guys like that Lance Archer video package where he just beats up 20 guys?
Yeah, that was in Darby Allin's backyard.
Was it? It looked like the Hardy compound.
Yeah, it's Darby's.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I see some big things for Lance Archer in AEW. And obviously, I mean, he's feuding with Cody right off the bat. He's paired with Jake Roberts. I guess that's already big things for Lance Archer in AEW, right?
I hope he wins his first match on like Shawn Spears.
Yeah, and that feud ended way too quick. That should have.
I absolutely agree. That's why Spears needed to win that match. But they were so obsessed with getting the full gear in that Cody and Jericho title match,
yeah,
that they had to put Cody over, and it kind of just fucked up it kind of fucks Spears up.
Yeah, and
so
that's
I'm hoping that they've learned from that mistake. And when Archer faces Cody for the first time, Archer wins.
Yeah, I think it's the growing pains. What the fuck is going? Now they're like teleported.
They got teleported into a desert or some shit. I don't fucking know. I'm like, dude, this is hard enough to probably understand with the sound on. I'm watching with the sound off.
It probably makes more sense with the sound off. So maybe they both got exiled from Impact. I don't know. But yeah. Next up is the main event with the Inner Circle, Jake Hager, Santana Ortiz taking on Cody, Matt Jackson, and Hangman Page. Winner gets the advantage in the Blood and Guts match. A hell of a main event here, won by, of course, I mean, obviously the bad guys are going to win because you're stacking the deck. The Elite's going to win the Blood and Guts match, I fully expect. And so you're stacking the deck against the Elite. They are one man short. They lose the advantage. And it looks like,
whatever will they do?
all is down for the Elite, and all of a sudden, what were your thoughts when you saw Vanguard 1 show up? I did not think they were going to debut him.
Mark the fuck out.
I did not expect them to debut both Brody Lee and Matt Hardy on the same night.
No, it was the smart. Honestly, it was the smartest thing they could. It was the smartest thing they could have done.
Yeah.
Because for everybody who was disappointed at like 8:45 that Matt Hardy wasn't there, they were able to still get that satisfaction by the end of the episode if they stuck around, and they still got Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
So it was brilliantly done. It was amazing. I marked out for Vanguard 1, which I hear is a situation that we wouldn't have properly gotten that way had it been in New York, because apparently they had Matt Hardy said they had some kind of laws in that stadium that they weren't allowed to fly a drone inside the building.
Oh.
So like they were gonna like have Vanguard 1 like flying outside the venue or something, and I guess they would have filmed it that way, but I don't think that would have looked nearly as cool. So apparently the idea Matt talked about on Talk Is Jericho is the idea is that Vanguard was going to fly to the ring, and then was going to fly back and return to where he was standing to his reveal. But something happened with the drone, and they had to land it instead. But I still think it worked great.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. It's FCC laws that they couldn't fly. They couldn't put it in the air that high.
I think it was almost better in an empty arena. You could hear it. You knew that you could hear it, and.
But I think the crowd reaction had.
Oh, it would have been
Like if they'd have been able to fly it in New York in the arena, I think that like the crowd would have like lost their shit.
They would have already lost their shit with Brody Lee. So.
Yeah, because that's the hometown. It's the hometown boy.
Yeah.
That was a brilliantly planned debut that he was going to debut, in his hometown. Like it would have been a monster pop.
Yeah.
It's just it's a bummer things didn't work out, but look, AEW made the best out of the situation they were in, and they put on an incredible show. And that's why I feel WWE shouldn't be getting these mulligans anymore. Like, WWE's in a bad situation. What was WWE? They have to air old footage. Well, AEW just showed you don't have to, air old matches on your show. No. And you can still put on a great product without having to, to do that. And I really wish WWE copied more than AEW's camera angle on Raw. Like I didn't need to see the triple threat match from 5 years ago, and I didn't need to see Charlotte and Asuka again.
They're gonna need to, because after Mania, what else do you have?
That would have been. That's when it would have been okay. After apparently, like I said, I hear they're taping through the Raw to the Raw after WrestleMania. They're gonna tape this week. So after that. Like, we're probably not going to have any new WWE programming for a while. So I would have been fine at that point, with best of shows.
Right.
But the fact that they were already copying out with that now, and they had people in the venue to not have to do that, it's annoying. Like 2 weeks ago on SmackDown when they did Daniel Bryan versus Cesaro, and the match was like 5 minutes long. Like, why wasn't that match 15 to 20 minutes?
Yeah.
And don't tell me Daniel Bryan didn't want to work Cesaro for a 15 to 20 minute match, because I'm going to call it bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Right off the bat. You can give us longer matches in replacement of showing us shit that we've already seen. I think it's laziness on WWE's part, especially this close to WrestleMania. And I just don't think they didn't need to be doing it.
It's kind of a cop out. Once you saw what AEW did, it's kind of a cop out to.
Yeah, and look, and everybody accepted it from WWE until everybody saw what AEW did.
Yeah, I mean,
and then it's like, well, shit. If AEW can do this, why the hell can't the biggest wrestling company on the planet do it?
I mean, AEW really did not give us a different show at all.
No, they really didn't.
Outside of
that's the exact show we would have gotten in New York,
pretty
just
much
with fans and without the wrestlers, doing the interaction stuff in the crowd.
Yeah, different, and Brandi wouldn't be ring announcing and stuff like that. But yeah, so I heard that like the new thing now with Brandi, now that they've killed the Nightmare Collective, she's gonna manage QT Marshall and Dustin Rhodes as a tag team.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's coming out with Cody. She's doing all this stuff with the Rhodes, which I'm totally okay with. That's the role she was made to play to begin with.
I'm not excited about that tag team.
Full-time wrestler, which she said she doesn't want to be a full-time wrestler. Just let her manage and shine, because that's where she's best at, is at Cody's side. The Nightmare Collective was a complete and utter failure. Any way you slice it. We're all glad that it's dead. We're all glad that Tony Khan decided to axe it, and now we can move on and and be thankful that unlike other wrestling products out there in the world right now, that you can definitely tell that AEW listens to their audience.
Now NXT was a little something different. There was no show, but I thought it was interesting. I mean, they spent over an hour on Ciampa and Gargano. I thought that was tremendous. And then
it was like watching a 2-hour version of WWE 24.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And then you got
which I'm okay with, but I mean that like when I tune into your weekly wrestling products, that's not what I'm expecting to see.
Yeah, I think we're getting a show this week, obviously, because Triple H is gonna.
Yeah, but how much of a show are we really getting?
Well, WWE show for this time, probably. I'm assuming Triple H is going to lay down the gauntlet that loser leaves NXT or something. Which I'm
hearing they're going to all the takeover shows are going to air.
Yeah,
throughout the upcoming weeks on.
Yeah, well, they did announce
NXT, so
they did announce ahead of time that Triple H is addressing the situation. So I think that's where he's going to lay down that stipulation. And I assume I'm going to guess Ciampa.
I don't think they can do a loser leaves NXT match, because you're basically because if you do that, it's like loser's career is over match, because neither one of those guys are going to prosper on the main roster.
Yeah.
Nope.
So I don't think they can do a loser leaves NXT match without absolutely ruining one of those men's careers. So
who does Eddie Edwards look like right now? He looks like somebody else, like another wrestler. I don't know the way he looks right now. Looks kind of like, I don't know, maybe Flip. No, I don't know what I'm trying to think of, but yeah, NXT was pretty good, especially with the Ciampa Gargano stuff. The Finn Balor stuff was good too. And then the rise of Rhea Ripley from when she was in the Mae Young Classic all the way to where she is now. So it was a pretty cool episode, but yeah, it'd be good to get our regular NXT back. We'll see if that happens tomorrow.
I mean, it was something different, and it's not what the viewer was looking for, and it was reflected in the ratings.
Yeah,
and, like NXT got their lowest ratings ever that night.
Yeah.
So
we'll get to those.
Like they were down to like 500,000 or something, like really low.
WWE selling the WrestleMania I wasn't there shirts.
Ordered mine.
Did you really?
I sure as fuck did.
That thing looks ugly as fuck.
Fucking Mark.
I did not.
You fucking Mark.
I did.
Technically, I wasn't there.
I did order the.
Just because I wasn't there doesn't mean I want the shirt.
I'm an asshole. You know how
I did. I did order one of the two.
You should have ordered Matt Hardy shirts instead.
I was getting to that point.
I did.
I ordered one of the two Matt Hardy shirts. I ordered the broken. I ordered the broken one, or all Delete Wrestling. I mean.
I ordered all the Elite Wrestling. I ordered that I was not there, and I ordered the Chris Jericho wash your hands and
shut your ass.
Yeah, shut your ass.
Cover your mouth, wash your hands, shut your ass.
Like I actually am wearing it every time I go out as soon as I get it.
Oh my goodness.
It's good words to live by.
Absolutely, shut your ass.
Yeah, they delayed my Fozzy concert to August.
Mine's delayed to October.
So.
Hey, better than canceled.
Yeah, but they moved. Now it's on a Monday night.
I don't know when
so
they
it's
moved.
like, fuck.
They didn't announce a date.
My original concert was on like a Thursday.
Yeah.
So I was like, perfect. There's nothing on. I don't do anything on a Thursday. Now it's like, yep, Fozzy during Raw. I'm like, great. And like, I don't remember when SummerSlam is, but I'm kind of worried it's like the Raw after SummerSlam. So
SummerSlam is like the weekend of the 17th or the 20th or something like that.
Ooh, VIP meet and greet's $150. That doesn't include the ticket either, does it?
No, it does not. That's why I didn't get it.
I already have the ticket.
SummerSlam is August 23rd.
Oh, okay.
So I will be missing the Raw after SummerSlam to see Fozzy. Motherfucker. One of the few good probably Raws of the year. I'm not seeing it live.
Mine doesn't have a date yet. They just said October, so.
They probably haven't worked shit out with the venue yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I just got that email, or I just saw it was actually a Facebook post in the event thing today, so. SmackDown Live, Rob Gronkowski makes his debut. And
did you know Gronk has magical powers?
Does he?
Yes, because when he signed his WWE contract, magically Mojo Rawley got moved to SmackDown and reverted to his old Hype Brothers gimmick.
Yeah.
Magic!
We all knew that was coming. I mean, we've been making the joke for months on this show that the only reason why he's still employed is to get Gronk to the WWE. So.
But I didn't expect them to revert him back to his hype man gimmick.
I figured they would, because that's kind of how Gronk acts too. So. It didn't surprise me at all.
Thoughts on that entrance?
It was interesting.
It was something, right?
Darryl,
thoughts on that entrance?
White man dancing.
That's a negative. No, I don't want no parts of it. I don't want to see it again. My eyes are blind. I'm good.
Yeah, that was.
You're gonna see plenty of it.
Why?
Because he's signed with the WWE. He's not going anywhere.
That don't mean I have to look at it.
You're gonna have to look at it.
No, I don't have to look at it.
He's hosting WrestleMania, you sumbitch.
I like Gronk in the WWE, to be honest. So, the segment itself was just okay. It wasn't great, you know.
Next Tuesday at 10 is that TNA show, JB.
Yeah. Oh, what TNA show? Oh, the throwback.
The one they taped in Atlanta where Scott Steiner almost died.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's
Scott Steiner almost died.
That's like the old versus new show. Is that right?
And it was a TNA show. They taped it in Atlanta. It was going to be the lead into the TNA show WrestleMania weekend that's currently canceled.
Rebellion.
So. Yeah. No, it was called like No Place Like Home. TNA No Place Like Home or something like that.
Oh, that was going to be the old against the new, or old against the current. TNA against Impact. Rebellion.
Maybe next week's Rebellion was just their pay-per-view, and that's been canceled too.
I was going to say Rebellion's been canceled as well. So
yeah, Impact Wrestling officially cancels all April events, including Rebellion pay-per-view. That was That was announced earlier this evening.
So King Corbin gets embarrassed.
Fuck King Corbin.
Yeah.
The worst heel in the business.
I think he's one of the best. If he
He's one of the worst.
He gets genuine heel heat. Nobody likes him.
He's trash.
That means he's doing his job, right, Daryl?
No, he's trash.
I like Corbin, man.
Trash.
I like Corbin.
Trash.
You're outvoted, Matt.
I don't fucking care.
They don't fucking care.
I know the truth, and I know that Corbin's fucking trash.
Awesome.
Look, anybody who's as good of a wrestler in the ring as Corbin is, who has to purposely cut down his moveset to get heel heat, is a trash heel. He fucking sucks.
Is that him? Or is
yes,
that somebody
it's him.
else?
He's actually admitted it on podcast. Like I do boring moves to get the people to hate me.
That's what they did with Strowman at the beginning.
And I'm just like that. That's fucking dumb. If you're a good heel, you can be a good heel without being utter garbage, in the ring.
The difference with Strowman was it wasn't because of that. It was because they knew with a big man doing all that shit, he would be getting cheered, and they wanted him to be this menacing Wyatt family character. So they had to dumb his set down so he wouldn't get cheered.
Yeah, and fuck Strowman too.
I mean, I get it.
Fuck Strowman. What did I miss there?
What did Strowman do?
He trashed the indie. He trashed some indie wrestlers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, fuck that guy, dude.
Yeah, that was not good.
And the fact that it seems like he's not even going to be on WrestleMania now burns a big smile on my face.
It seemed like it seemed like he was a good dude. Then that came out. Oops.
Yep, and then he had too much time off to sit on social media and be a little troll shithead, and we got to see the real side of Mr. Strowman.
Yeah, I mean now it's gonna be Brian and Sam. Which
because there's no way Gulak's not winning that match.
No, and how good is that? We're gonna get
look, and here's a positive thing for you guys to understand. That SmackDown that's gonna air this Friday was taped Saturday evening.
Yeah.
Is there look? It's 3 days later. Are there any spoilers out for that SmackDown show?
I didn't know it was even taped then. So
I didn't know it was taped either.
Exactly. This Friday SmackDown was taped Saturday night.
But you know what? A lot of things.
Nobody knows anything about it.
But you know why? Though? Because there's not any audience to leak it.
Yeah, but there's no audience to. There should be no audience to leak WrestleMania either.
Yes.
But people are still afraid that shit's still gonna get spoiled. So the way I look at it is, if no one leaked the shit that happened on Saturday for SmackDown, no one's gonna leak the shit that happened at WrestleMania either.
Yeah, I mean, people. I understand people were worried about it because you might have some jabroni that you see in the background at the Performance Center writing shit down, and let me write that down. I'll break that news, and so
I'd have anybody that entered that building sign an NDA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would not only would I film 2 endings, I would make every single person in the venue on Wednesday and Thursday sign an NDA.
Yep.
Like, you would not be doing shit in that building. I don't care if you're wrestling. I don't care if you're on the camera crew. I don't care if you're the sound guy. I don't care if you're running, the lights. Like, if you're in that building Wednesday or Thursday when they're taping WrestleMania matches, you're signing an NDA.
What are the matches that they have right now already scheduled?
For Mania?
Yeah.
I can pull it up.
I'm curious because it just made me think, like, you have 2 nights. You got to at least do 3 to 4 hours both nights.
That's why I said they should have put a couple of those NXT matches in there because
they have a bunch of matches signed already though.
There's 13 on the card, but there's always been that many on one night of WrestleMania. So
yeah, but that night of WrestleMania is normally like 7-8 hours.
It is from.
You gotta keep in mind. Yeah, WrestleMania last year started at 5 o'clock and wasn't over till almost 1 in the fucking morning.
Yeah.
So.
You got Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Brock Lesnar, Drew McIntyre, Goldberg, Roman Reigns, Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler, John Cena, The Fiend, Bayley, Lacey Evans, Naomi, Sasha Banks, Tamina, Undertaker, AJ, Kevin, and Seth. Miz and Morrison against to probably Heavy Machinery.
No,
the
winners of the
Usos
New Day match, which I think Miz and Morrison will interfere in and turn it into a triple threat.
Oh, I figured after the attack they would put a Heavy Machinery.
No, I'm still hearing it's they're gonna do Otis against Ziggler,
which is not official yet, but
which is not officially announced yet. But I hear that. I hear that's what's going. I hear that's what they're going with. It's a one-on-one match.
So that's 9 so far.
There's 13. Right, plus 14 if you count Otis and Dolph.
So what are the other?
Street Profits, Andrade, and Angel Garza. That's because Ray is quarantined now, so there's no U.S. title match, so they paired Andrade and...
You know how scary that is? Because Ray wrestled in that building a week before.
Yeah.
You better hope he's quarantined for something other than this, and they're just taking precautions, because who knows how many people that man could have infected. You know, when he worked Andrade, for crying out loud.
Yeah, well, at the same time, they did test everybody that came into that PC for those shows, so hopefully it is something else that Ray has.
Well, I'm hearing anybody who shows any sign of sickness, they're sending home.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter what.
They did the same thing with Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke got sent home.
That's why it's a 5-way instead of a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Aleister Black, Bobby Lashley, Elias King Corbin, Edge, Randy Orton.
Okay, so you got 13 matches.
14 with Otis.
14, so that means you got 7 matches a night. That's pretty good. If you give them ample enough time, you know.
Yeah, you give the matches times out, because you gotta keep in mind, and like an NXT takeover goes 3 hours with 5 matches.
Yeah,
that's true.
So I mean, you can easily do a 4-hour show with 7 matches, and they're gonna do Gronk vignettes and interview promos and all that stuff. I mean, they're going to be able to fill the time.
Yeah.
And I actually think this is going to be a lot more digestible for the wrestling fan that weekend than trying to sit through that marathon show. Like, I actually think WrestleMania will end up being more enjoyable over the course of that weekend than it would have been otherwise.
I wonder what they're going to do with kickoff shows. Hopefully it's not.
I don't think will be a kickoff show. And I think if there is a kickoff show, it's just going to be like a highlight
video
packages.
Yeah,
like
it's already taped. Like it's already taped. Like they've already taped the kick. Well, obviously they already taped it, but you know what I mean. Like it's like probably taped in Stamford. Not
you know those kickoff shows that we normally get for the Saudi shows where they're all in the studios in Stamford.
I bet you that's what we get.
I think if we get a WrestleMania kickoff show, I think it'll be something in the vein of that.
Yeah. So what has been good during this no crowd era here in the WWE is like this whole thing with Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Shinsuke, Daniel Bryan, Drew Gulak. The pairing of Bryan and Drew Gulak has been tremendous. We got this good tag match on SmackDown. Gulak and Nakamura is going to be good. Bryan and Zayn at WrestleMania is going to be. That's another match. That's 15 right there. Because that wasn't on the list.
Oh yeah, if that's not signed, that's scheduled too.
So that's 15.
So
matches.
there you go. That's 15 fucking matches.
I'm cool with that shit. Like I just want to make sure we got enough. I just hope that you don't put all the mediocre matches. Like I just want to evenly space out.
I think they're gonna spread them out. Like I think you're gonna get Brock and Drew on one night, and you're gonna get Roman and Goldberg on the other.
But
but you probably get Rhea and Charlotte on one.
I think
Rhea and Charlotte on one, and then Bayley in the 5-pack challenge on the other.
I think Drew.
I'm hearing right now they're debating between Becky and Shayna or Roman and Goldberg to close night 1.
Oh, I was gonna say have
Becky. Give me. We already know who. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I would go Roman and Goldberg.
Here's the greatest thing about it. They're taping them all.
Yeah. Here's what I would do.
If, like, let's say they're planning to do Roman and Goldberg last right now, and they tape the match, and they don't like it.
You could go in different order.
You can show that in any order you fucking please. Because you're gonna have a freaking week and a half to freaking edit this all together and make it look as good as you possibly can.
In my opinion, you close night 1 with Lesnar and Drew, and you close night 2 with Edge and Orton. or vice versa.
I have not heard that Edge and Orton scheduled to close either night.
Yeah.
I've heard it's Brock and Drew on night 2, and they're debating between the other 2 matches for
WrestleMania. WrestleMania does not close without a championship match.
Yeah.
I haven't yet to
so
see
then
that.
you could put Edge and Orton close night 1, and then.
That's not necessarily true. Lawrence Taylor and Bam Bam closed WrestleMania 11.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's probably happened more than that. And WrestleMania 1 closed with a tag match.
Yeah, if anything,
no, I'm just saying like it's happened before, but I don't foresee it happening this year. I mean, look, they could tape that match, and that match could end up being so fucking incredible. They decide it has to close one of the nights.
Yeah,
they're gonna be able to flip flop and piece together and do whatever they want. Due to the fact that all this stuff's going to be taped.
I've completely changed my tune on WrestleMania being taped. I hated the idea, but the more I think about it,
you get more versatility with it that way.
Yeah.
And look,
with no
crowd. Here's another thing. Here's another great thing. It being taped. Let's say Goldberg fucks up a jackhammer.
You don't see it.
They can retape it. They can tape it again. Like, oh, that didn't look good. Let's do it again. Like literally, these matches that we see WrestleMania weekend should be perfection.
Yeah.
As long as they don't tape it.
Because if they fuck shit up, they can just retape it.
I just hope they don't overproduce the editing. You know.
Yeah, as long as they don't retape him butting the fucking door with his head again.
I never realized that Roman Reigns tweet from January existed. So that was the first time I ever saw that. That was the first time.
I remember that too, and I think I mentioned that on the show that I thought they were going to do Goldberg and Roman.
Yeah.
And you all fucking called me fucking crazy.
No, I didn't. I just said I didn't. I just said I didn't want it. I just said I didn't want it.
Yeah, I said I didn't want it. I was just thinking I call you crazy all the time. Though.
Yeah, that's true.
Well.
But that tweet was fucking hilarious. So. Paige via Skype.
But real quick. I just want to say this: but you look at all the matches, and you just think as a pure wrestling fan, the quality of it, minus the Goldberg Roman thing. I'm just still not here for it.
Look, I think those two can give us a legitimate, very entertaining 5 to 7 minute match.
Yeah.
But no longer than that.
You gonna get a 5 to 7 match with AJ and Taker, probably. Shit.
I like the
dude, Taker and AJ ain't even gonna be filmed at the PC. They're gonna film that on some fucking movie studio set somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, and that's gonna be whatever it is. It's gonna be hokey as shit. We don't even need to call AJ and Taker a match. It's gonna be something dumb. So.
Like a backlot brawl.
Dude, they're calling it a boneyard match, which is probably just a PG term for buried alive.
My son says, "Daddy, I know what a boneyard match is." I said, "I'm glad you know, because I sure as fuck don't know what the hell it is."
He's just talking about boners, probably.
What? Dude, you know how young his kid is?
I'm like, my 6-year-old's not talking about boners, dude. I hope not. No, I'm not being.
Shit, he's hanging around Darryl long enough. He probably is by now. So Paige via Skype.
Look, all I know is your son knows what wrestling's good because he was very entertained by Revolution when we watched it all together a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that's true.
He was hyped up. He was hyped up as shit, and you kept on yelling at him to sit his ass down.
Sit your ass down, boy.
That's literally what I was doing, and Matt just looked out the corner of his eye, just laughing at the shit.
Dude, I was laughing so hard because he was having a ball. Like, he was literally doing probably what I was doing at his age when I was watching WWF.
What's crazy is
that stuff just entertains me.
I sit back and just watch this. I'm like, did I do that shit when I was a kid with my dad? I probably did.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, man.
I love it. I love watching kids watch the product. Be it WWE or AEW, because to me it gives me a different perspective.
My son's
maybe I don't dig something, but when I see a kid like marking their brains out over something and having a ball, it kind of just reminds me of why I fell in love with the product when I was their age to begin with. So that shit to me is pretty fucking cool. I love watching that stuff.
Yeah, my kid's on his day on tablet watching YouTube, everybody's special moves and all this other shit. I'm like, damn, did I do that? I ask myself, I'm like,
No,
if
your old
technology
ass
was
didn't have old YouTube back then.
right, I'm like, but my old, what?
Oh
No,
wait,
I'm gonna tell you what I
me
did
too.
do.
Shit.
Let me tell you what my ass used to do when technology actually started progressing. When AOL, remember when AOL first came out and you had your little dial-up modem and shit. Like I was, yeah. Hello, you got mail. But like
Goodbye.
I would literally be in the wrestling chat rooms talking shit the whole time.
Yeah.
That was my thing. I would go in wrestling chat rooms late at night and just talk trash.
I would. I mean,
I'm sure we encountered each other at one point and didn't realize it.
Probably so.
Well before the internet, I would just find friends that had old Coliseum home videotapes. Watch those.
Dude,
Even with that, like I would go to Blockbuster Video and find and rent like wrestling Coliseum videos, or I would go right to, before it was CBS, it was People's Drugstore, and I would go get me a PW pro wrestling, before it was online, PW Insider, Pro Wrestling Insider. I get my magazines and just look at the rankings and everything that happened on house shows. That was my technology. That was my
you mean Pro Wrestling Illustrated, right?
yeah.
Yeah. But no, dude, dude. When I was growing up, I drove my mom crazy because I had a VHS copy of WrestleMania 8, and man, I probably watched that show like 3 or 4 times a week. And she just, why are you watching that again? I just leave me alone. Watching WrestleMania, and just
Yeah. And
like
my
that wasn't
dad,
it. Like, look, in retrospect, that wasn't even a good WrestleMania. But as a kid, I fucking loved that Mania.
my dad would have
So,
the old scrambler cable box,
Oh.
and we
yep,
still had a VCR.
I had one of those in college.
Yeah, and I had one VHS tape that when I wanted to go see my dad on the weekends, one VHS tape that I would record every pay-per-view and just watch it over and over again until the next pay-per-view, because they were doing only the big four at the time. So
Yeah.
that's what I would do. And even with that, that shit, I will watch it for what? So you got Rumble and then Mania. I will watch it however many times before. And like the best part, remember when Survivor Series was actually on the night before Thanksgiving or on Thanksgiving night? Like my dad would pick me up on Thanksgiving, the night right after Thanksgiving, like on Thanksgiving, whatever day it was on, and I would just sit there and watch it with him the whole time. Now that shit was exciting.
I think it's good to remind ourselves why we fell in love with this stuff to begin with. Sometimes.
Yeah, like I mean, that's our childhood, man. Like I played sports a lot, but I was always a wrestling fan. Like I can remember seeing WrestleMania 3 on closed circuit TV at the Capitol Center. My dad took me.
Closed circuit TV.
Yeah, so we just put there and watched the big screen above the ain't shit going on the basketball court with the bullets. What they used to be called the bullets played.
Yeah.
But it's just dark and the whole screen. You see a couple people in there just watching WrestleMania. Coolest shit ever. You couldn't tell me anything when I was a kid about wrestling.
That was the only way to watch WrestleMania 1 was closed circuit. So is that like you bought a ticket to get in kind of thing?
Yeah, my dad bought a ticket for us, and we would go in. And I vaguely remember what happened, but he was like, "Yeah, we're going to watch wrestling." I'm like, "All right, cool." Get there, and it's like only a couple people there at the Capitol Center, like, and we're just sitting there, and it's dark as shit. Like the basketball court is just empty. It's dark, and you just looking up, and everybody's watching it on the big screen.
Chris Van Fleet just tweeted out, "I'm absolutely blown away about how good the Chris Benoit episode of the Dark Side of Wrestling or Dark Side of the Ring is." Oh boy, that I don't know. I haven't watched any of them actually. I was gonna watch them all like together, and I just never got around to it. But God,
I told Matt. I told Matt I actually watched last season. I watched the only one that kind of blew me away or kind of bugged me out was the Bruiser Brody one.
Yeah, I got them.
They're pretty good.
I've got them on digital. I paid $1 on Amazon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed our first murder on Impact Wrestling.
Oh God.
Oh, I didn't have it on.
I didn't either.
Jessica Having just stabbed James Mitchell with a knife.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, so he got written off.
Wow.
I'm watching it.
I have no fucking words.
Et tu, Brute.
Wow.
Yeah, I just got to that point. Well, that's how you write someone off. You kill them. Hell, Lucha Underground, there was a lot of deaths. Back to SmackDown page via Skype announcing the women's match.
I have no words for what I just saw.
Yeah, oh, wait a minute. It's not over yet. Is he in heaven? He's looking at a cat. What the fuck? What? There's cats and Abyss.
I have no words for what I just saw.
I'm watching it right now, and I guess that's the end. There was a cat.
And somehow Abyss.
And Abyss.
Who's currently with WWE.
What the hell?
I have no fucking clue what that. I have no clue what I saw.
Is he a producer right now or something?
Yeah, he's a producer with the company.
That ending was.
I've got nothing, man.
That ending was something.
Yeah, I have no desire to watch that Dark Side of the Ring thing, man.
Yeah,
but it's not as bad as you guys think it is,
dude.
No, I'm just saying the Benoit one might be.
Maybe some of the older episodes but I ain't
Benoit
that Chris Benoit 2-hour episode, man.
Because I watched, and see, I thought the Von Erichs would creep me out, but the Von Erichs one didn't creep me out.
Yeah,
Surprisingly, the Bruiser Brody one was the main one that creeped me out because of, I guess, the story behind it. Chris Benoit may creep me out, but they got some other ones too, though, and that don't pertain to death. So
yeah. The screw job's on one of the episodes.
Yeah, it is, and then I want to say Owen is too.
Yeah, so I have to look at my.
I know I'll have a hard time watching the Owen one because I actually watched that pay-per-view as it fucking happened.
So did I. I'll never forget that, unfortunately.
I will never forget that Jim Ross, Owen Hart, has died.
I will never, yeah, I won't in the Raw afterwards as well.
Yeah.
Savage Elizabeth, the Screwjob, Bruiser Brody, Von Erichs, Gino Hernandez, another
that one
story.
Was pretty sad too.
Yeah, I remember watching a lot about Gino in a documentary. I think it was a WCCW documentary or something like that. And then Fabulous Moolah is the 6th episode. So
that one was good. That one was really, really good. I highly.
So was she the piece of shit that people sought her out to be?
Her and I guess it was her husband.
So it was legit that they were pieces of shit.
Pretty much, it kind of broke down where I think the main point. I think where the story took a turn. It was this young black wrestler, female wrestler that they just did out very dirty. And like her son, she had passed away, but her son was telling the story of how Moolah did her.
Yeah,
and that's what made it more intriguing. So it was interesting, very, very interesting. I mean, the ones that don't have a lot of death in it are pretty decent, but us as wrestling fans that knew what happened, pretty much like Owen or Chris Benoit or, you know what I'm saying, the Von Erichs or Bruiser Brody for that matter, it kind of plays into and it takes us back to those times where when we were younger and shit happened, where it kind of that's where it gets dark.
Yeah. Back to SmackDown page via Skype announcing the 6-pack challenge, which now is a 5-pack with Dana Brooke getting sick. They replayed John Cena Bray Wyatt from WrestleMania 30 because they pointed to this match as the creation of the Fiend, basically. So I guess it makes sense to replay that match. I was kind of fine with that, though it killed a lot of time and where you could have done some stuff, but you know.
They really could have just said, "Hey, you want to see that match? It'll be airing this Sunday on WrestleMania 30 on ESPN."
Yeah. Did they show that on the? I didn't start watching until the main event. So did they show John Cena on there?
Yeah, me and the kid watched it.
Yeah, I started watching with the main event. So, Heavy Machinery against Miz and Morrison. A vicious side of Otis came out. I liked it.
Let me just say something real quick before you say that promo where they were the New Day
during the dirt sheet.
And yes, when they were dressed up as a slab of bacon, the unicorn, and the Uso was fucking hilarious.
Morrison as the unicorn, that was great. Yeah, that was some cool. They did a good job of imitating the Usos too. But what'd you guys think of Otis going apeshit on everybody after Ziggler pissed him off?
Good for him.
That was good. I liked it. Everybody's gotten behind Otis already on this whole thing. If the crowd would have went apeshit on this, they would have been chanting Otis. I could.
They probably were chanting one more time as he beat the shit out of them.
Oh, that was great. I actually liked the Goldberg and Roman Reigns. I liked the contract signing. I liked the intensity. I liked it. I thought it was a fine ending to SmackDown. What'd you guys think?
I'm so tired of contract signings.
Yeah.
I didn't like the promos, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, it wasn't like the best thing I've ever seen in pro wrestling, but I thought it was decent for what it was. Monday Night Raw kicked off with Paul Heyman cutting a promo with Brock Lesnar, the same thing you've seen for the past 5 years, basically.
Mm-hmm. Brock Lesnar, and no matter what the time, still making the easiest paycheck on the planet.
Yeah. Give that guy a mic.
No one gets paid more to do less than Brock Lesnar.
They replayed the triple threat match, which was I know it was up for Marquee. This was our very first Marquee Awards, because this Royal Rumble was when we debuted our show right after the Royal Rumble happened, when everybody was so pissed off that Roman Reigns won it. We debuted Lost to the Midcard. Episode 1 was after this show, and I remember this match, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Seth Rollins, was up for Marquee for Match of the Year. Tremendous match, but again, recycling old stuff. Kind of weird seeing Seth Rollins come out with J&J Security 5 years ago, I guess it was. But it's funny how so much has changed with Rollins, but literally nothing has changed with Brock Lesnar or John Cena in 5 years.
Nope. Sigh.
AJ Styles talking more shit to The Undertaker. That's where we learned that there's a boneyard match, whatever the fuck that is. I think Matt has the right idea with it probably being a buried alive match.
Bonesaw is ready.
We got a great tag team of buried guys, Ricochet and Cedric Alexander, but still, that's a great tag team anyways.
Team Halted Push.
Yeah, Team Vince fucking hates you. Team Heyman loves you, Vince hates you. Took on Andrade and Angel Garza. Long match though, so hey, this went 21 minutes, by the way. So if you don't give us at least 15 with Gulak and Nakamura on SmackDown Friday, it's a 2-hour show though, so they'll probably skimp on it. But I don't know. I just I'm not holding my breath for that being a long match, but it needs to be. They need to at least give Bryan and Sammy that long.
You got to. You honestly have to.
But the thing I worry about is Sammy going to be chicken shit 99% of the match? No, or is he actually going to wrestle?
I think he would have been if they would have went through with the Braun match, but now that he's in there with somebody his size, I don't think so.
We get a good old Bryan Danielson Generico match.
Yep. Speaking of good old, the tradition continues. KO Mania 4 shirt is out now, guys.
Can we talk about the fact that Daniel Bryan's WWE contract's up later this year?
Yeah, I mean, Can
we talk about that?
I have a news story in the headlines already pulled up about him mentioning. Was it on the Bellas podcast?
Yep.
That he's wanting to go part-time after his contract's up. So, do you think that means AEW?
What better? I was gonna say, what better part-time schedule than working 1 day a week?
Ring of Honor.
Yep. Hell no.
I got it. I got. Darryl said yep to Ring of Honor. Wow.
Negative.
Now he's gonna say I love Joe Koff.
Darryl, you just got. Oh.
I mean, I'm going to say it on the show first. We all know that Daniel Bryan lives in Tampa.
Yeah.
He's in Florida already.
Home of
The part-time
WrestleMania. So big that it's got to
Yeah.
be on 2 nights. I mean, I invented that phrase. I never heard it before, you know.
When did they move to Tampa?
They have a
Or
house
it was
in Tampa.
Yeah.
I thought they were in like Arizona.
They
No,
were.
they have a house in Tampa. Like, they have a house in Tampa.
Oh, shit, they probably have they have a house in Washington too, so they probably have like
yeah,
8 houses.
They have a couple of them.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
But it sounds like he wants to do that also because
well, you know what's in Florida?
Well, to spend time with his kids, man. Like,
yeah, but you know what's in Florida? Also,
Yep.
No state tax. So.
Yep, straight down I-10.
Straight cash, homie.
Yep.
Look. I'm just saying, like, if Bryan wants to finish off his career the right way, a nice run as the return of the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson in AEW would be pretty fucking sweet.
You want to see me mark the fuck out? Yeah.
Not major breaking news, but
I wonder if Tony Khan would pay for the final countdown.
Shit, he would.
He would. Not breaking news, but breaking programming note. I guess you could say it's not really groundbreaking or anything, but there are matches announced for NXT tomorrow. 2 qualifiers for the ladder match. Candice LeRae takes on Kaden Carter, and Xia Li takes on Aaliyah on tomorrow's NXT. So there are matches.
Woof.
So
woof.
So we are going to have an NXT actually. It looks like tomorrow. So for the most part, with
fuck yippee hooray!
I wonder when they're going to be taping that, because I guarantee you it ain't live.
Yeah, it might already be done.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, you're right. They might have already taped it.
Street Profits took on Shane Thorne and Brandon Vink. They must be pairing those guys up on NXT live shows back when there were live shows. Because that's the first time I'd ever heard of Brandon Vink. But it's good to see Shane. Yeah. Good to see Shane. I'm a big fan of Shane Thorne. He's got a lot of charisma and good in the ring. Unfortunately, TM61 didn't really pan out, but so it's pretty cool to see him on Raw. They took on the Street Profits in a quick match. Charlie had an uncomfortable interview with Shayna Baszler.
I love Shayna.
Leon Ruff got destroyed by Aleister Black.
You ignore the fact that Becky jumped Shayna from behind the steel chair?
Oh, yeah.
He ignored it.
That was... The way it was lit was great. I didn't see her there until that chair hit.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It's good shit, pal.
Good stuff from Owens and Rollins. I like the way they're kind of building it around the Performance Center and everything. I think this has been a good build. It's been a good
best promo I've seen from Seth since he's been in WWE.
It was tremendous.
I'd have to agree. It was probably one of his best promos ever.
It was tremendous. He was doing it in the vein of being the Messiah, so he was like almost giving a sermon. I really like the gimmick, actually. I just hate the fact of hearing King try to belt out Monday Night Messiah 8 times in a Seth Rollins match. But I like the gimmick, and I like the story.
Well, luckily they sent Jerry home, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. I like the gimmick, and I like the build around the Performance Center storytelling that they're doing. And that was a tremendous promo. If you didn't catch Raw, go back and watch that promo at least. I
appreciate them once again listening to us because we suggested that here on the show.
And
to send Jerry home.
Yeah, they did. They did. And then we had another replay, Charlotte and Asuka. Was that the... Yeah, that was me calling the streak ending. I did predict that on the show back when that happened.
Hate your face.
I was right.
Hate your face.
A great promo by Randy Orton to end Monday Night Raw.
I'm Randy Orton. I'm a Viper.
When Randy cares about what he's doing, he can be tremendous.
Tremendous.
I see what you did there, bud.
I think Darryl popped too hard at that.
That was pretty funny.
Fucking funny, pal.
Yeah, Vince funny. Granddad jokes over here. So yeah, the big news, obviously.
Look, you're the king of uncle jokes, JB.
Yeah,
so
I'm the uncle joker. Yeah. So yeah, the obvious big stories we had in the headlines. WrestleMania 2 nights. Too big to be on one night. God, how many times did Tom Phillips say that fucking line on Monday? But yeah.
They get a bonus in their paycheck every time they say it.
AEW, yeah, probably do. Or Vince is in their ear saying, "Say that line again. It gets me off." Tony Khan announced changes to, as you're listening to the podcast, this week's Dynamite. AEW issued the following. Our goal every week with Dynamite on TNT is to produce great shows for our fans, and I believe we do. We felt especially motivated to serve our audience this past Wednesday, given what the entire world is coping with, and we hopefully gave them a well-deserved escape during these trying times, and they did. Tremendous show.
Sure
Everyone
did.
at AEW is very proud of what we delivered and humbled by the response and kind words we received from our fans and partners throughout the world. Thank you. We plan to continue answering that calling with live weekly shows every Wednesday on TNT, but the time and circumstances aren't right for the card we had planned for Blood and Guts. That show will happen when the time is right, but you can count on instead this coming Wednesday night to be a great live episode. AEW Dynamite featuring Chris Jericho confronting Matt Hardy. That will be awesome. That face to face. And we also Cody and Jimmy Havoc has been announced as well, as we mentioned earlier as well. And Tony closed with, in the meantime, until AEW Dynamite this Wednesday night, please follow us on social media. Be safe and smart, so we can get back to seeing you all on the road as soon as possible. Thank you for making this all possible from everyone here at AEW. It's been a dream come true to be able to do these shows for all you. Now, wash your hands, shut your ass. What's that middle line?
Eat it.
Wash your hands.
Cover your mouth.
Cover your mouth.
Cover your mouth.
Shut your ass. It's amazing the Jericho shirts on that have come out since he's been at AEW.
They actually got some pretty good shirts. I looked today. They actually got some decent shirts. Like everybody has a shirt now.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah, I like AEW shirts a lot more than what WWE puts out nowadays.
Yeah, I haven't bought.
I just like I said, I just wish the pricing model was a little less disgusting.
Yeah, even on the sale, I'm paying $30 for a shirt. I paid with the sale.
Half off belts, half off this, half off that. Only tonight.
Half off my ass.
I haven't bought a WWE shirt in a long time, but I do want the Wrestling Purist shirt from Cesaro.
Yeah, I ordered that one too. I like that one.
I gotta get the KO Mania because I have them all. So I gotta get.
Have you seen? I don't know if you guys have seen it. Like they actually have an Undertaker belt now.
Yeah, I saw it. It looks awful.
Horrible.
But I couldn't tell you the last time I bought a WWE shirt either. I kind of want the Never Stop Fighting Kevin Owens shirt that he's got out right now, but
I got that one too.
I don't like. Other than that, they don't really have anything else that I'm interested.
I got that one for the cause that it went toward.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good message. It's a good cause. You know, it's something I feel strongly about. Like if I'm going to buy a WWE shirt, that'll be the one I grab.
Yeah, I've actually bought.
But that's why I got the Jericho shirt too, because that went toward the coronavirus.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
I bought in 2 AEW shirts from PWTs. I got the original mock shirt from Hot Topic, his first shirt with the explicit symbol along with mock spray painted on it. But then I bought the championship mock shirt right away, and then I bought the Hardy shirt right away as well.
Yeah, I have to purge my shirts. I've been told that I can't buy any more shirts. So.
Oh my!
Yeah, I own way too many. But I had to send a message that I approved of the Matt Hardy signing, so I had to buy the shirt. So.
Buy the shirt!
Buy the shit.
New Japan Pro Wrestling's website has an interview with Kota Ibushi, and one of the topics they bring up is the illness that Ibushi suffered that forced him off of the U.S. tour earlier this year. Apparently he got sicker than a fucking dog. He had the flu. On top of the flu, it sounded like he had a sinus infection too. That just did not. Does not sound fun at all. He discussed how having 2 illnesses at once, the flu, and then coughing up mucus and shit, which is basically a sinus infection, I think. So, not fun. Looking at some notes here, we've already covered that. And, geez. Teddy Hart update. Released.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, released from Richmond City Jail. He was taken into custody on March 4th. He's now been released. Court date set for April 23rd. If you don't remember, we covered earlier a few weeks back. Charged with possession of a Schedule III narcotic and possession with intent to sell and distribute. So he's gonna go to the slammer for a while, I think. Trailer has been released for David Arquette's documentary "You Cannot Kill David Arquette," following his decision to return to professional wrestling. It was originally to debut at South by Southwest, but of course that got canceled due to the coronavirus. So now there's no word of when it or how it'll be released, but the trailer is out there now. I'm sure that'll probably be a pretty good documentary.
Yeah, I'm not watching it.
In case you wondered, Matt Hardy's music was played by Rebecca Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for the piano on the stage, like in the old Impact days. That's coming, I think. I said I want that to happen, and Rebby liked the tweet, so I'm thinking that's saying that's going to happen. I think that's her telling me that. This week's AEW Unrestricted Billy Gunn is on there. One headline from that, he discussed how he believes that DX didn't get good until they joined him at the New Age Outlaws. I'm
not gonna lie. I mean, I agree.
You don't like Shawn, Chyna, and Hunter for those times?
I did. I just think that I'll say this.
I don't think DX really took off as a brand until
the
night after.
The night of those reveals was really good. That was a good moment, wasn't it?
When they brought in Pac and they put the Outlaws with them, I feel that's when DX truly took off.
Yeah. WWE's first Netflix film is set to debut on April 10th. The Main Event, story of a 10-year-old boy who is bullied but dreams of becoming a WWE wrestler. And definitely not written by WWE whatever marketing, because that would have said a WWE superstar. It says WWE professional wrestler. We know how Vince hates that
Netflix.
word. Stars has some roles from wrestlers such as Keith Lee, Sheamus, The Miz, and Bray Wyatt. So that'll be coming out on April 10th. Pretty cool seeing studios moving stuff up for like movie releases digitally. Like Onward's already out. Onward's coming to Disney Plus in like 2 weeks. So
I saw that in the movie theater. That shit is hilarious.
I heard it.
Did you see the trailer for the Big Show sitcom?
Yeah, no. I did. He talked about it on the Broken Skull thing.
Yeah, I mean, no, like it's been in the making for like forever.
Yeah,
they just released the trailer for the show today.
Yeah, it feels like we've been talking about that forever. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's called like the Big Show or something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, the thing we just talked about on the latest edition of the Bellas podcast, Daniel Bryan thinks he's done as a full-time professional wrestler once his contract expires. He noted he'll be taking 6 weeks off of the WWE for maternity leave once Brie Bella gives birth, and his contract is set to expire a short time after that. Brie is expected to give birth to their second child in August. Bryan said on the podcast that while he still expects to wrestle, he believes he'll be focusing full-time on fatherhood, leaving open the idea of performing once a month or so. Obviously, Daniel Bryan could go over down to Florida there, and I'm not talking NXT.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping.
We all are.
Matt Hardy commented on signing with AEW on Twitter. He said, "Thank you. I'm very honored and proud to join AEW Wrestling, a company that takes great pride in listening and respecting their loyal audience." Oh, I think that's another shot at the old man, don't you think?
Yep.
Excited to change the world with you.
But watch, you're gonna take it out on his brother.
No, I think they're gonna push Jeff. Honestly, we mentioned, we were talking about that a couple weeks ago.
They're gonna want him to stay in a year when that deal's up.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think they're pushing.
So if you decide to treat him like shit over the course of the next year, why the fuck would he stick around? And look, we just mentioned there's 15 matches signed for Mania right now. don't be surprised if they round that out with 16 by throwing Jeff Hardy in there with some random guy.
Yeah,
that's true.
To give Hardy a WrestleMania match. I would not be the slightest bit surprised.
Yep. Probably like I don't know. What would be a good match?
That way you can have 8 matches on both nights.
Yep.
That's gonna be a lot of food that I'm gonna have to order for 2 nights. Sheesh.
Who's who on SmackDown does not really have anything going on right now?
Cesaro.
Well, he's gonna be
Shinsuke.
Are they?
Sheamus.
Will they have?
Sheamus.
Yeah, Sheamus. Will they have? Yeah, well, I don't know. Will they have Cesaro and Nakamura in a match when they're gonna be with Sami Zayn? I doubt it.
Bobby Roode.
He'll be involved in that Ziggler Otis match, though.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Apollo Crews would be a good one. It'd be a good match, but they've been jobbing him out lately. So Sheamus, yeah, maybe. But is Sheamus going to be in? Is he even? Where is Sheamus? Because we haven't seen Sheamus at all since they've been doing the PC stuff. So.
Well, to be fair, we've hardly seen anybody since they started doing the PC stuff.
Yeah, I guess so. What is up with these texting the AEW EVPs? What is this stuff? Like, do you guys know what's going on here?
It's a phone number set up where Cody and the Young Bucks can actually text back and interact with their fans. I haven't done it, but I've been informed that like the responses people are getting are legitimately from Cody and the Young Bucks.
I'm gonna have to give that a try.
Send them a text and eventually you might get a text back. That's the way I understand it. Like I hear it's legitimately Cody and the Bucks.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna text Cody right now.
There you go. If you want to you can get the phone number out on the show right now.
Cody's is 404-737.
And that's an Atlanta area code too.
Cody's is 404-737-2083. The Bucks are 904-204-1263.
There you go. If you want to reach out to the EVPs of All Elite Wrestling and cross your fingers and hope you might get a text back, there you go.
You know how many fans are going to lock that number in their phone? I'm going to hit Cody up just to see what's going on in life.
Hey, Cody. I want to work for AEW.
It's signed.
I'm a good talker.
Yeah, assholes.
I'm no asshole.
All right.
It's only going to be Matt for the most part because Nick is dealing with his baby.
So I go, hey Cody, just want to drop. I put a plug in there, by the way. Hey, what? Okay, I got an auto response. I'll read here in a minute. I go, hey Cody, just wanted to drop a line for myself and my Lost in the Midcard podcast co-hosts, Cheap Plop, saying how we appreciate what you guys are doing and those promos of yours have been tremendous. Then I got an auto reply. Hey, it's Cody Rhodes. This is an auto text to let you know I got your message. Everything else will be from me. Make sure you click the link and add yourself to my phone so I can respond to you. So I got to click a link.
There you go, pal.
There you go, buddy.
It's being done live right here on Lost in the Midcard.
Lost in that Midcard.
So I put I go to the link. I put my first and last name. Put my gender. Put my birthday. So maybe I'll get a birthday message from Cody in August. So I put my birthday, city, and there we go. And my email. It's optional, but I'm gonna put it in there. Maybe Cody will email me too. And I hit save. So now Cody, I'm in Cody's phone, quote unquote phone. So Cody just texted me back automatically, or maybe he's sitting there just texting me right away with this paragraph, Another auto text. Got your number or got you saved. Your number won't be sold to telemarketers. Message frequency will vary. Your carrier's message and data rates may apply. Reply help for help and stop to cancel. And then Cody...
I'll never ask you to stop texting me, Cody.
Cody then provides, in that auto text after I filled out the stuff on the website, provides a VCF file to add him to your contacts. So...
Oh, my.
Yeah. So that is...
I might have to fuck around with this tomorrow. Just for the
I'm actually doing it right now.
Yeah.
Daryl's like, fucking, I'm doing it now.
Yeah, did you realize how quiet I was?
I'm adding him to my contacts now.
Daryl over there texting the Bucks and Cody.
I'm texting Cody right now. The Bucks are next.
I'll text the Bucks after we record. I kind of wanted to do this live on the show just to...
It's too damn funny.
Just to see what happened and some auto text.
No, I actually think this is great because this lets all the listeners know, what the process is of after you send one of these messages. I think it's cool.
Yeah. Hey, we'll see if he gets back to me during the show. How cool would that be? I'm sure he's inundated with, even today with... When did this come out, this tweet? Well, this tweet came out on the 18th, so it's been about a week, so...
Yeah, and I hear he takes time out of every day to sit down and respond to messages.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty fucking cool.
I had to get that cheap pop in there. Okay, I need to get... I'll save that news article so I can add the Bucks in after we get done recording. Wednesday night, NXT obviously ahead of time today. We're not doing any wrestling. We're doing interviews. Well, it looked like interviews and stuff, but still, what they did turned out to be really good. But the audience did not tune in for it. 542,000 compared to AEW surging at 932. I bet you AEW goes over 1 million, which would be the first time since Dynamite's first 3 episodes were all over 1 million. So the last time they were over 1 million was October 16th. I bet you tomorrow's episode of Dynamite goes over 1 million, just because there's nothing else going on.
I'd love to see it, man, but I don't think it's going to. But I would love to see it.
I think it does.
I would be very excited by that.
I think it does, just because the word got around that they put on a real show, not like what WWE's giving us with all these.
I hope you're right. I really hope you. I would love to see AEW's ratings go over 1 million. Go over 1 million this week. I'm not seeing it. Raw's ratings plummeted this week.
Yeah, I got that ahead of me here. SmackDown stayed pretty even. They were only down 25,000 viewers, still at a high 2.5 million. Raw did drop like a rock. Just barely over 2 million. Hour 3 only did 1.72 million.
Guess that means no one wanted to see your match again, Charlotte.
Alabama temporarily bans pro wrestling events. The Athletic Commission has halted all pro wrestling events for the state. Could
you say they got Alabama slammed?
Yeah, you could say that. The governor, governor has put out an order prohibiting gatherings of 25 people or more. They could have ran a Ring of Honor show.
Oh my God!
Wow.
2 shows in a row. JB with the sudden savage shot on Ring of Honor. Oh my God.
Wow.
The order is in effect through April 5th, and currently Georgia with 287 positive cases and 10 deaths.
World's a crazy place right now, fellas. I wish everybody would just try their best to stay safe and stop doing stupid shit.
No bullshit.
Yeah. You hear about this thing with Complete Wrestling? This Complete Wrestling project where the film producer Jeff Katz basically fleeced any wrestling fan that donated to the Kickstarter, and no product came out. Well, he apologized to fans and is beginning to upload the project for free online now, because apparently he was a dick and kept all the money from the Kickstarter.
He's a real douche.
The series, the plan was for 13 episode self-contained series to be distributed via DVD and streaming services. The series was filmed in October of 2011, at Jim Henson Studios, which is an odd place to film wrestling, but okay. Such people. I wonder if that's the theme song. Such people in this.
That'd be
That's
amazing.
the Muppets, man.
For the 13 episodes, wrestlers included MVP Luke Gallows, Colt Cabana, Alex Reynolds, Amazing Red, Dr. Luther, Ken Doane, Sami Callihan, Kenny Omega, Sean Daivari, and Carl Anderson, Joey Ryan, Pat Buck, Timothy Thatcher. So quite a few recognizable names from 2011 in this series. So that's going to be pretty cool that that's going to be online. He's been uploading footage to a YouTube channel. So
I bookmarked the YouTube channel if I'd ever decided I was going to get bored.
Pin the Virus. So I subscribe to it.
By God.
That's a time capsule, seeing some of those guys from 9 years ago. Good answer.
Best answer.
So I don't know where this got started, but apparently there was a rumor out there that CM Punk was going to take on Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 36 at some point.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell that came from.
That was a big no. It also just came out yesterday, I think it was. Vince is like talking about somebody leaked that talking about Punk returning to WWE, and Vince is like, I don't trust him.
It's all right, Vince. We don't trust you either.
No, we don't. Jeff Hardy was on the bump this week, or last week it was, and announced that his old theme song's coming back. The No More Words by End Ever After. So yeah, another old theme coming back during the days of No More Limes. Lobster Head. Why can't we give Sheamus
Bring
that?
it back.
Fuck,
Bring
give Drew.
It back.
When Drew wins the title on the Raw after, bring back Broken Dreams too. That was a great song. ESPN airing Classic WrestleManias, as we mentioned. This Sunday will be WrestleMania 32. My first and only one in attendance. Matt was there too.
That was Matt's last WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Matt and I went to Supercard of Honor the night before, or 2 nights before.
Which was not terrible.
No.
Not terrible.
Main event was Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole in a chain match.
The Undisputed Era collides.
Yeah, it was that was a good feud with Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole back when Ring of Honor was good.
Dude, all of them had great feuds. O'Reilly and Cole, Strong and Cole.
God.
Matt getting that dig again. It's not like anything new, Matt. These last 2 weeks.
Your savagery against Ring of Honor lately has been on another level.
I've said that all 5 of their Honor Club members for like a year now, so it's not new, man. And then the next weekend after will be last year's WrestleMania, of course highlighted by the women's triple threat match. So I would assume ESPN's paying Vince for this, right? To air these?
Possibly.
I would certainly assume so.
Yeah.
Vince doesn't do anything for free, pal.
Yeah.
Truth just hit you there?
Not really, but this was weird. March 20th was the XFL officially ending the season. I don't know why it was ending a long time ago, but it was weird that they said this is the official end of the season. Congrats to who probably would have been their MVP, PJ Walker. He signs with the Carolina Panthers. Hey, here's some news that Matt will get excited about. It has been announced that Total Bella's new season will premiere early.
You son of a bitch.
Get ready.
Yay. Why would I be excited by that?
I know, it was sarcasm. The debut
son of a bitch.
Debut of the new season will be on April 2nd. And then yeah.
Bitch.
Get excited.
Some bitch.
Moving right along. This is funny from Paul Jordan put on there. Paul Jordan from PW Insider. I can't believe this is real. WWE is selling WrestleMania 36 I wasn't there t-shirts.
I love it. Fucking love it.
Meh.
I like.
That's down to
the. Bailey put on Twitter, "Hey Renee Young, Paige is handing out title shots. You want in?" And Renee goes, "You don't want this super kick." Who knew that Moxley could throw a super kick, huh?
She sent one to Eva Marie too.
Yeah, I saw that. She responded.
Oh, did Eva Marie actually respond?
Yeah, I saw the response.
Oh, I haven't seen the response. I gotta go look now.
Yeah, she did respond. Stand by. Natalie Eva Marie. Where are you?
She said, "Let's go, baby."
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, you want another title match? Paige handing them out like candy on Halloween.
Yep.
Oh man.
Hulk Hogan and
Bailey's been funny as hell on social media lately.
Yeah, she has.
She's the anti Braun Strowman.
Hulk Hogan and Cox Radio have settled.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute.
COX, not COCKS. Hulk Hogan and Cox Radio have settled on a $110 million lawsuit in regards to radio personalities with their alleged involvement in leaking the footage of his sex tape to Gawker. So Hogan got another paycheck.
Brother.
Hogan got a paycheck for getting laid.
He got a paycheck from Cox for showing his cocks.
If you feel so inclined, TNA has released Lockdown 2005 for free.
We don't, JB.
Hey, that was when TNA was good, though. So.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay.
Lockdown 2005 had the following card: 3 live crew. Remember them? Conan and R-Truth.
R-Truth, yeah.
3 live crew took on David Young, Lex Lovett, and the Naturals, Andy Douglas, and Chase.
I think the other member was BG James.
Yeah, it was. Apollo and Sonny Siaki took on Chris Candido and Lance Hoyt, who is Lance Archer, of course. I have no idea. I remember Sonny Siaki. I have no idea on Apollo. And of course,
not John of Blank.
And of course, Chris Candido.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Probably one of his last matches.
He's not even on Wikipedia. Like, there's no link for Chris Candido.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, yet I can go to his Wikipedia page here. Oh, God. When was Lockdown now? Whoa! Lockdown was April 24th, 2005. Chris Candido died 4 days later.
So, yeah, that was his last match.
Wow.
It might be worth revisiting just for that alone.
That's creepy. Dustin Rhodes took on Bobby Roode. Shocker. What the fuck, Shocker?
Shocker.
4-man escape match between Shocker, Chris Sabin, Matt Bentley. Oh, I remember Trinity. Yeah, she was with Matt.
Hail Sabin.
Matt Bentley, I remember him. He was with Trinity. I love Trinity. And Sanjay Dutt is in that 4-way. Who the hell is Shocker?
I don't remember.
Go to his Wikipedia page. His ring names Shocker and Super Shocker.
Wow.
Trinity, man. Jeff Harvey. Jeff.
What the hell?
I just did
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Adamley.
I just did a Mike Adam purely on accident.
Wow.
I just did a Mike Adamley.
Good job, buddy.
Jeff Hardy took on Raven.
JB Adamley.
Now we get into the 6 sides of steel matches. Well, I guess that Apollo, Siaki, and Candido Hoyt was 6 sides of steel. Jeff Hardy and Raven took on America's Most Wanted. That was a great tag team. They took on Team Canada, Eric Young and Petey Williams for the NWA Tag Team Championships. Christopher Daniels took on Elix Skipper.
Elix Skipper primetime.
Then Lethal Lockdown was Team Nash, BG James, Diamond Dallas Page, and Sean Waltman taking on Team Jarrett, which was Jarrett, Monty Brown, and the Outlaw. Who the hell is the Outlaw? Oh, Billy Gunn. I was like, who are these fuckers?
My God.
And the main event was AJ Styles and Abyss for the championship inside 6 Sides of Steel.
So
let's get ready to fly.
If BG James was in that match, who was the other member of 3 Live Crew then?
I think you're right. It was. I thought,
that up.
Conan, Truth, and who? Who the fuck was the other guy? I could have sworn it was BG James.
It was BG.
Weren't together.
It was BG. Yeah, you're right.
Full double duty that night?
No, it was only a tag match on that one.
So it was a tag match. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought you named 3 Live Crew against 3 opponents.
No.
He did. I thought you did. You
no,
said Chris Candido.
Oh yeah, it was a triple threat match. It was a 3-way tag match. It was Conan and Killings against David Young and Lex Lovett against the Naturals. So it was a.
Okay.
It was a triple threat tag match. Yeah.
Got it.
I remember that because they called BG the Trailer Park Gangster.
Eventually, it was 4 Live Crew because Billy Gunn would join that faction. Eventually,
and they broke off into the Voodoo Kin Mafia.
Yeah. Whoa, VKM. What's that stand for?
Voodoo Kin Mafia.
The greatest stable in TNA was the Beatdown Clique.
Oh, man, I like that. It was MVP.
That was the Beatdown Clan.
Beatdown Clan.
My bad.
MVP, Bobby Lashley. Who else was in that?
Kenny King.
Homicide. Was Homicide in that?
Matt and I were actually breaking down
and Samoa Joe was there too.
Matt and I were actually breaking down Impact at that time. We actually were covering Impact seriously because we were actually half-assing
main event Mafia.
We were half-ass enjoying Impact at that time. I remember talking about the Beatdown Clan.
Beatdown Clan.
So yeah, it's on YouTube right now. The entire 2005 lockdown. I saw NWA put out the NWA 70 show out on YouTube. The entire show.
Did you guys see who came? Did you guys see who came back to TNA against Moose earlier?
No.
Suicide.
Oh God. Was it TJP as Suicide?
I'm not surprised I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
I'm gonna say probably because the other 2 people who played him are currently in AEW.
Yeah.
Who were the other 2?
Christopher
Daniels and Kazarian.
Oh. How about Curryman?
Wow.
I want to see Curryman in AEW.
Yes.
Go against Michael Nakazawa.
I want to see Curryman against Orange Cassidy.
Yeah. Look at us booking. Cody, book it. I'm gonna text him right now. Hey Cody.
Book that shit, son.
I got some booking ideas here for you. Didn't Daniels do Curryman on BTE one time?
Did he?
Or he
might have. There's been so many episodes.
Or he had the outfit or something. I can't remember.
Curryman versus Sonny Kiss. Book it.
Oh.
Wow.
Sonny Kiss against Michael Nakazawa. Look at us.
I'm shocked that hasn't happened yet.
I know. Look at us fantasy.
Honestly, they should be a tag team.
Naka.
That was almost Fink-like. I cannot do a Justin Robert. The only thing I can do Justin Roberts would be John Moxley, but then that'd probably be the enemy talking tonight.
Yeah.
Paige was slated to travel to Florida. Was waiting to fly to the airport, but WWE made the decision to have her stay home and do it via Skype.
That's why WWE said, "Fuck it."
Fuck it.
We already talked about the taping.
Wait a
minute.
JP, Darryl's over there taking a shit.
Ain't me. That's not my cheeks clapping.
That wasn't you? I could have sworn that was you. JB's taking a shit then?
That was me reading WWE news and going
Okay, JB's taking a shit.
with my lips.
So you say.
It's like all these headlines, we've already like jumped ahead and covered a lot of it.
Well, look. It's weeks like this that are fun. We're just rambling like a bunch of sons of bitches.
So this is already. I mean, this is already pushing a 2-hour show, and we still got to do the bracket yet. So.
You know what's crazy though? Like you see how all the streaming...
I forgot about the bracket.
You see the whole streaming thing. You see WWE is giving you streaming for free. New Japan is giving you streaming for free. Ring of Honor's not giving you streaming for free. Fuck you, Joe Koff.
Yeah, except we already have a subscription, so we're gonna still have to pay for it. But I guess it's not all the network. I guess it's the tape libraries. So you won't be able to see. You won't be able to see pay-per-views. But
no, they said Mania is available.
No, they're the old Manias.
Oh,
not this Mania.
But
they're talking like the whole pay-per-view library, including all the previous WrestleManias. It's like it's still a nice thing that they're doing.
But if you're a guy like somebody that listens to the show and creates a lot of accounts, a Cricket Wireless promotion is giving 3 months to new subscribers right now.
Oh.
Yeah, he tried to tell me that it worked even if I was currently subscribed. So I tried to sign up for it, and it's like it didn't work. And he's like,
I don't even want to know.
He's like, yeah, I read it wrong. I'm like, thanks.
I don't even want to know who did that.
Marcho.
March.
Wow.
Under the bus you go, Joe. I love you, buddy.
Our Truth started his 35th reign. Yes, 35th reign with the 24/7 title. Funny video though.
You know what? That's automatic first ballot Hall of Fame.
What did you say, Matt?
Go away, Randy Moss.
And I always love when Truth clicks his heels when he wins the title back too. They replayed this on Raw, but they cut out the refs. Hey, I'm only leasing that car. They cut that out of Raw, but
hey, you can't afford to live in Riddy Mo's neighborhood.
Yeah, that was fun.
They're like, well, Mojo's off Raw. Your push is over, Riddick. Let's get this title off of you.
Pretty much.
Pro Wrestling Crate coming out, and this month's Pro Wrestling Crate, you can get yourself an exclusive Dusty Rhodes T-shirt, if you will.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Get yourself with the Crate 2 shirts, an 8x10. A micro brawler figure, a lapel pin, a DVD,
and a Matt Black "Will You Stop" T-shirt.
Will you stop?
That'd be a great T-shirt.
I want a Gorilla Monsoon.
I'd buy it.
Yeah.
I'd buy it.
Ring of Honor news: their next scheduled live events are now June 5th. And June 6th. So Ring of Honor is not expecting to go back into business until...
Ever.
Well. True.
Sorry. That was just from the hip. I bet.
Okay. I don't think anybody here follows Ring of Honor, but is Villain Club babyface or heel?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Like, I just saw a thing where Flip Gordon unmasked Flamita. That does not sound babyface like.
He played with a flamingo. What did you say?
He unmasked Flamita. Flamita is a luchador.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
April and May have all been postponed for AEW Dynamite. Hopefully the Jacksonville will still allow them to do Dynamite there, because hey, they could still do a good show. We saw that last week, so.
Messed up all my plans for April. Damn it.
Yeah. Oh, were you going to Philly?
Yeah, damn right, sir.
Yeah. Philly, Houston, New Orleans, Albuquerque, all affected with that. I had the news up here for Star Shifting Brands, but we already talked about it. It was Mojo. Yeah, but you know. Here is proof that if you worked for Vince in the 80s, you ain't rich. And Coco Beware, who is a Hall of Famer, by the way, has to undergo knee replacement surgery and had to set up a GoFundMe campaign to pay for it.
Wow. Well, that's what the old heads tell you. Save your money.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, I mean, they help with abuse and stuff, but you would think WWE could afford a well, you just had knee surgery. What was the non insurance price? About $5,000 more.
Yeah, I believe it was like maybe like 6,000, something like that.
So Vince could, well, A, write it off, and B, could do that for a former employee. Put him in the hall. You put him in the Hall of Fame, for crying out loud.
I would say if you put a person in the Hall of Fame, they get insurance for the rest of their lives.
Should. Okay, I have. Okay, the very next news article was the details for free access to the network. So I will read this off for those that may be interested or inclined to. Obviously, if you're being stuck at home during this time.
Quarantine.
Here is the official announcement. Beginning today, which was March 23rd, so technically yesterday. So beginning yesterday, WWE is pleased to unlock a vast portion of the WWE Network library and extend free access to thousands of hours of extraordinary on-demand content, including every WrestleMania in history, countless pay-per-view spectaculars, original documentaries, and more for a limited time. This unprecedented offering to WWE fans worldwide includes each epic installment to date of WrestleMania, plus every Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series event, every NXT TakeOver, every NXT UK TakeOver, and groundbreaking originals such as the entire WWE 24 docuseries, Steve Austin's Broken Skull Sessions, and Ruthless Aggression, as well as the 20-episode Monday Night Wars series. Also included recent episodes of Monday Night Raw, Friday Night Smackdown, every episode of WWE Untold, the FCW documentary, and much more. And then they go on to hype the too big for one night WrestleMania shit.
Shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's a lot of shit they're giving away for free, though. So, very
Free
cool.
shit, pal.
I mean, they're giving away the good shit. Speaking of shit, they're giving away the good shit, Takeovers, WrestleManias, 24, WWE 24, Ruthless Aggression, Monday Night Wars, FCW. I mean, they're giving away all the good shit, so.
Good shit.
Jim Ross's second autobiography is set to be released next week. His follow-up to his first book, Slobber Knocker, Under the Black Hat, My Life in WWE and Beyond, will be released in hardcover and digitally on March 31st. Here's interesting news. It's been announced that the WWE Network is now no longer available in Saudi Arabia. The Ask WWE Network Twitter account says, "Hi to a fan. Thank you for reaching out. Our sincerest apologies for the inconvenience. WWE Network will not be available in Saudi Arabia until further notice."
Damn.
Does that mean we ain't gonna get any more of those shitty Saudi shows?
I hope not.
One of the first replies to that tweet says, "VPN time." Vince McMahon puts his money on hold in order to give WWE liquidity during these hard times, according to Dave Shear at PW Insider. WWE filed a Form 8K secure with the SEC today, actually, and the purpose was to give WWE more liquidity while their business is subjected to conditions from the coronavirus. So basically what this is, he's basically converting 3.5 million shares I guess making them. I don't know all the workings of how this works, but basically taking 3.5 million shares, making them liquid, so he can pay his employees. Is basically what he's doing. That's the layman's terms, I would say.
That's a good thing.
And that's it for the headline. So it's time to get to the bracket. We're gonna go. You guys want to go through the entire 64, or since we've been going 2 hours, you want to go first round, and then finish it off next week, even though we got WrestleMania to talk about, or how are you guys feeling?
We can go first round.
Just the first round? Okay.
Yeah.
So what we did last week, if you listened in, we filled out the bracket. We basically discussed live on the show without any pretenses leading up to it. 64 competitors, men and women, and 4 different bracket regions, WWE/NXT, Impact and NWA combined, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Ring of Honor. So let's start off with Impact and NWA. 116 match, guys. Tessa Blanchard against Trevor Murdoch.
Matt.
Tessa.
Tessa.
Ooh, I can't. These brackets are small, so I'm just going to type in Tessa, and then I'm sending this to our esteemed graphics designer, Mark Cho, who made the great bracket that we put out on social media. I'll just put the first or last name in there, and he'll figure it out. Tim Storm against Aaron Stevens. We'll go Aaron Stevens here.
I don't watch too much NWA, so I'm going to go Aaron Stevens.
I love Tim Storm, but Aaron Stevens has been great, especially in NWA, Matt. What do you think?
Well, there you go. Well, it's already 2 votes, so
I still wanted to hear your vote.
I don't feel incredibly strong either way, so I mean that's fine.
Taya.
If there's one I need to fight with, I'll fight with it. This isn't one that I care enough about.
Taya versus the question mark.
Wow.
I'm gonna let Matt vote first here since he.
Man, this is a hard one. Honestly. Oh boy. You know what? I'm gonna give it to Taya just because the question mark's kind of fallen off lately. So I'll go with Taya.
I'm sure Darryl's voting for Taya.
Yeah.
There you go.
Taya, yeah. Yeah, Taya.
That was a toss-up. James Storm against Jordan Grace. I'm going Storm.
Storm. Sorry about her damn luck.
Sorry about your damn
luck.
This one's got to be. There's an easy one. Dollar Store Matt Taven, Ace Austin against Eli Drake.
Dummy, yeah.
Dummy, yeah.
Dummy.
Yeah. Eddie Edwards against that porn star RVD.
I'm going with RVD.
RVD.
I'm down with that too. That's a 314 upset, guys. That's a bracket buster, by God.
Guess what? RVG 420 said he just smoked his ass.
Sammy.
My God.
7-10 matchup on Impact. Sammy Callahan against Moose.
I'm going Sammy.
Yeah, Moose hasn't done anything.
I know.
I'm gonna go Sammy.
Yeah, I guess we'll go Sammy. I could have gone either way on that one, to be frank.
Nick Aldis against Michael Elgin.
Michael Elgin.
Oh my God. My vote's for Nick Aldis, by the way.
I did that shit on purpose because I knew what Matt was going to do.
He's gone.
Yeah, you should have done
gone.
it.
You're done, Magnus. You're out.
You should have done it. You should have done it on purpose to push Aldis through, Darryl.
I had to create some type of controversy.
Love you. Aldis is gone. Get lost, Magnus.
That's a
out of the tournament.
That's a 215 matchup that went down right
that's
there.
gonna be a favor I'm gonna ask you for later on, Matt.
Whoa, that sounded dirty.
Wait a minute.
Wait a
Calm
minute.
down, buddy.
All right, so we are not going past the first round tonight just for the sake of time because we've already. I mean, I know people probably.
We'll run down the matchups when we get through the first round. So
Yeah. So when we come back at you with the second round next week, it's a 1-9 matchup: Tessa Blanchard, Aaron Stevens. A 5-4 matchup chalk there between Taya Valkyrie and James Storm. 6-14 matchup between Eli Drake and RVD, and a 7-15 matchup between Sami Callihan and Michael Elgin.
Oh shit.
Fucking
I
Aldis.
like it.
Shit.
Aldis should have won.
I like it. I like it.
Let's go diagonally. I'm basically going in order of importance. So next up is New Japan and Ring of Honor.
That's where I might need my favor.
Wow.
Tetsuya Naito against PCO.
Oh, I'm going Naito all the way.
8-9.
PCO.
Huh?
I'm going PCO.
I'm going Naito. I love Naito. So.
Whew.
Darryl's heart attack was just
Don't do that shit to me.
Now, if
dude,
Matt,
that would have been so funny if JB came back for revenge and voted for PCO and knocked
That's
out
what I
Naito.
That's what I thought he was gonna do.
oh, I'm gonna save it for later. I might save that.
I already know where you're going at, JB.
I'm saving that. I'm saving that screw job for later.
Oh God.
Here's a match I wish I could see. 1-on-1. Hiroshi Tanahashi and Jay Briscoe.
I'm gonna go with Jay Briscoe.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Jay too.
It's unanimous.
Reach for the sky.
Tanahashi's best days are behind him, in my opinion.
Another match that I would love to fucking see in the 5-12 game: Kota Ibushi and Flip Gordon. I'm going Flip. I'm going
Flip. I'm going my fellow military. I'm going Flip.
Going Flip too.
There's your 5-12 upset that we always see in March Madness. Marty Scurll, Jeff Cobb. I think this is unanimous. Got to go.
Marty. Sorry, Cobb. I love you, buddy.
I love Cobb too.
Yeah,
but
we
I
all do. We all do. Another match we would love to see: Jay Lethal and Juice Robinson. I gotta go Jay though.
I gotta go Lethal. Yeah.
I was gonna go Juice.
That's fine, but you can.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to ask for your favor right now?
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm saving it.
That's what I thought.
I'm saving
3-14 matchup.
I know when it's coming.
3-14 matchup. Kazuchika Okada. Yeah, it's coming next, by the way. Spoiler alert. 3-14 next after this one. 3-14 matchup: Kazuchika Okada, Minoru Suzuki. Okada across the board, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll join in. I love Suzuki to death, but yeah.
Oop, I just lost my.
Stop breaking shit, JB.
Oh wait. Okay. Whew. My bookmark showed up. I thought it replaced this bracket. I'm like, what the fuck? I think it automatically saves though, so we were safe either way. Okay, so Okada, moving on. 7-10 matchup. Jay White and Matt Taven.
Oh, I'm about, dude.
I don't even need the fucking favor.
Unless I go Jay White.
I'll save my favor for next round.
Oh, wait. JB's going for Jay White?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
And Darryl's going for Taven?
You know damn. Oh, Matt.
Maybe Darryl needs to cash in his favor now.
Really, Matt? You hate Jay White.
Not as much as he hates Nick Aldis.
That's true.
God damn it.
You want to call in that favor, pal?
Favor.
Calling it in. All right, I am voting for Matt Taven.
I gotta thank you. Shit. Fuck. Why you know my heart can't take this shit.
I think we have another 2-15 upset coming in the making. Roosh Douche against Will Ospreay.
I'm going Will.
Me too.
I'll go Roosh just to be an ass.
All right, so your second round New Japan Ring of Honor matchups include 1-9 with Naito and Briscoe. The 12-4 matchup between Flip Gordon and Marty Scurll. How about that?
Oh, wow. Marty and Flip, Jake, Japan.
6.
Marty and Flip take the bracket.
Yeah.
Right.
6-3 matchup between Lethal and Okada, and a 7-15 or 10-15 matchup. 10-15 matchup. Matt Taven, Will Ospreay. All right, WWE.
Wow. I think Taven's
Run his
journey
course.
ends next week, pal.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Depends. It depends if Darryl kind of gives me any favors. Hey, how you doing?
That's true. That's true.
Uh-oh.
That is true.
WWE.
Oh God.
W-
He might need. Look, he might help me out and have to cash in, and I might have to cash in another favor next week.
Yeah. Look at all these deals we're doing backstage.
Wheeling and dealing, backstage politics on Lost in the Big Card.
Yeah. I knew there'd be politics involved in this thing.
It had to be. You got to make it interesting.
All right. 116 match for WWE and NXT. Adam Cole, baby, taking on Randy Orton.
Adam Cole, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going with Cole.
8-9. 8-9 matchup. Roman Reigns, Keith Lee. I think this is going to be unanimous.
Bask in his glory.
Yep, I'm going Lee.
5-12. Rhea Ripley, Daniel Bryan. Sorry, Nightmare. My vote's on Bryan.
Yes.
I'm gonna vote for Rhea Ripley just to be an ass. So there you go.
Oh, here's an interesting one, guys. 4-13. Becky Lynch and Velveteen Dream.
I'm going Dream.
I'm going Becky.
I'm going Becky because she's going to lose in the second round anyways.
I'm going fuck you.
Oh. Just wait.
Hilarious.
God damn it.
Seth Rollins and Tommaso Ciampa.
Ciampa.
Drew McIntyre and Johnny Gargano.
Ooh.
Drew.
Yeah.
Drew.
Yeah. It would have, if we would have chucked Johnny, it would have been
Johnny and
it would have been yet another matchup of.
Oh, I'm so glad we avoided that.
Good job. We controlled that.
Oh, here's a tough one. 7-10 split. AJ Styles, Kevin Owens.
I'm going KO. I just threw mine out there.
I'm going Styles to put JB on the hot seat.
Mm-hmm. That's why I did what I did, because I knew who you were going to pick, man.
I didn't do it. Honest to God, Darryl, whoever you would have picked, I probably would have picked the opposite here because I love them both.
And so do I.
And I'm making JB pick this one.
I'm going KO.
There you go. I can't hate either way.
That's hard. That's probably the hardest one of the. There might be a hard one in AEW. Actually, there may not be a hard one in AEW looking at it. That was probably the hardest one of the first round, honestly, because I'm looking at AEW. There's not really anything.
I feel like something's gonna surprise somebody.
It might.
It might. 2-15 matchup. Brock Lesnar and Charlotte Flair.
Woo! Charlotte.
Sorry, part-time
Later,
bitch.
Brock.
Part-time bitch is gone.
Part-time bitch.
All right, to recap for WWE. Second round. It'll be number 1 and 1 against 9 with Adam Cole and Keith Lee. 4 and 5 or 12 and 4. 12 and 4 with Daniel Bryan and Becky Lynch. 11 and 3 matchup with Tommaso Ciampa and Drew McIntyre. 10-15 matchup. So far, the 15 seed has won every match.
Nice.
KO and Charlotte in the second round.
Ooh.
All right, we are finishing it up with the AEW bracket. Jon Moxley, Colt Cabana.
Mox.
Yep.
Mox.
8-9 matchup, Darby Allin and Christopher Daniels.
Darby.
Yep.
Darby.
512, Hangman Page, Jake Hager.
Page.
Man.
Yeah. See, I'm telling you, this is going to be unanimous all the way through. 413, Cody and Orange Cassidy.
Orange. Nah, Cody, I'm just playing.
I'm going Orange Cassidy.
I'm going Cody. I can't. I love Orange, but not over Cody.
Man, you wouldn't even freaking create a little bit of drama there, JB? You jobber.
Not
None at all. He wanted no suspense. Cody gave us his phone number.
I
He's
know.
good.
I'm waiting for him to text me back. By the way, let me look here. See. Oh, nope, not him. MJF and Jungle Boy.
MJF.
Jungle Boy.
MJF.
You guys suck. You're not even trying anymore.
I am trying.
I'm not
talking
gonna
about jobber over there.
Yeah, look, that's why I get it out fast. So I make you guys pick.
Yeah, I have no doubt that it's MJF. So there's no drama needed here. Kenny Omega and Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara.
Oh, hey, that match is actually taking place tomorrow on Dynamite. Omega.
Yeah, Omega. Oh, here's the toughest one. Pac and Shawn Spears.
Pac.
Waiting for JB.
Shawn Spears.
Oh, all right. Finally, something that comes down to me. All right. Ah.
Really? All that?
This is Vince level. This is Vince level drama here.
Right. It was me all along, damn it.
Shawn Spears.
Are you fucking serious?
10.
That just happened.
10.
Are you there? Damn it. Wow.
Chris Jericho and Joey Janela.
La Champion.
Yep.
Jericho.
Yep. So only one that we really had to struggle on. Matt was making fake drama by voting for Orange Cassidy and Jungle Boy there.
Look, I love Orange Cassidy.
Over Cody?
Freshly squeezed.
Hey, Orange Cassidy can still compete for the AEW World Title.
I remember at one point you couldn't stand his ass.
Yeah, I know. I was sitting here.
He grew on you.
I was sitting here. Darryl was on the show at this time. I was saying last WrestleMania, Orange Cassidy is like one of the greatest things coming out of the Indies, and look what happened.
Freshly squeezed.
Look, if anybody knows my history on this show, or in general, they know that I'm always fair, and just because I hate something at one point doesn't mean that I can't be won over.
Facts.
You know, I'm always open-minded on shit. So,
and anybody that's listened,
is a perfect example.
And anybody that's listened to the show knows I have an eye for talent.
Anybody else knows on this show, I ain't shit. Say what the hell I want to say.
The second round this will be fun next week. Second round matchups: 1-9 Moxley and Allen.
Ooh.
A 5-4. A 5-4 matchup with Hangman Page and Cody.
Ooh.
A 6-3 matchup with MJF and Omega. And a 10-2 matchup with Spears and Jericho. So there's the first round.
That second one, AEW is going to be hard next week.
Yep. So
I'm flopping. I'm going Pac.
Nope, too late. It's already
done it. Pac.
It's already top.
Did you really switch up?
You can't switch.
I just changed it. Pac and Jericho.
You can't. We already done it. We already did it. It's already in ink. It's already written in ink.
Change it.
It's already written in ink.
Pac and Jericho. Book it.
Only if Darryl changes his vote to Spears.
I'm not changing shit to Spears.
All right.
Change.
Not Broccoli Spears, not Britney Spears, none of that shit.
All right, you jackasses. Just wait. I still owe you one or two.
Oh, I know you owe me.
You owe me. So there you go. All right, that's getting it for this edition of Lost in Midcard. We're already long. That's what she said.
Wait a minute.
Thank you to SpiderDuck.net for being our host, enabling us to be on iTunes, Spotify, and any of your favorite podcasting apps. All you got to do is search for Lost in the Midcard, hit that subscribe button. That way you know every time a new episode comes your way, typically every Wednesday. Also, we're on the YouTube, and the links to everything on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Lost in the Midcard, as well as our Twitter at LITMC Podcast. Also, we are on that Instagram, LITMC_podcast, and give us all a follow as well. Matt's on the Twitter at RawFShowtime, Darryl on the Twitter at NoOneLikeD, and myself on the Twitter at JBHuskers. And before we ride off into that sunset, look forward to our WrestleMania go-home show next week. Darryl, what are your final thoughts?
Looking forward to WrestleMania. Looking forward to any type of wrestling or sports for that matter. Just telling folks, continue to wash your hands, social distancing. World's crazy times, man. Just keep hope alive, and hopefully we get through this all together.
Matt, what are your final thoughts?
Sorry, Shawn.
Horse shit. Bunch of horse shit. We already wrote it in. Mr. Flippity Floppy over here. Mr. Flippity Floppy. Mr. Dollar Store Matt Riddle with his flippity floppies. Changing it from
Bro.
Oh shit.
Ho! For Darryl Bullock and Matt Black, this is Jeremy
How much
Bennett.
fish could JB fry?
Yeah, Jay Free
could
fry
fry
fish.
Oh, there's going to be some fish fried next week, bitch. See you next week.
Fuck your cough.